Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The portal to many dimensions is open. Konnichiwa! It's your favorite Smite maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber form. Happy Smite Saturday? Well, I call myself a Smite maniac, but also internet issue warning. Internet issues, the internet is being naughty, internet coon is just being really bad today. Hopefully it doesn't get as bad as like 2 days ago. Thankfully that only happened at the end of the stream. I got a little tale of technical issues to tell you. I made a thread about that yesterday on Twitter. Like, wow. It was a journey, a very bizarre journey and a very bizarre series of events. But yeah. I'm gonna make the story short though. I'm gonna make the story as short as I can. But before that though, happy Smite Saturday at last. As long as the internet doesn't die on me or something. Yeah, we have we have a long lasting return to Smite. This has been a stream that has been like cancelled twice, postponed twice, every here and there. Excuse me. Every here and there I would say that I would come back to Smite, announce the stream, and then it doesn't quite happen. It would be in the schedule and then it doesn't quite happen. So yeah, that's the problem with it. What was I gonna say though? I am curious to see how this is gonna go. I had a Smite game earlier against bots, just where you can do it in the practice and the training and all that to get reacquainted with the game and also to do benchmarking, because I realized I didn't actually benchmark it like with everything open, but everything is able to work just as before. For future games, I need to do that as well, Fortnite, and still I want to try it with Apex. Still need to do those stream tests and stuff like that. It's gonna be very important, but yeah. Everything was able to work well with Smite though. Hopefully the game doesn't get like more demanding as other things happen, as I'm doing more things in it. Especially if we do finally go for that main MOBA 5v5 mode. I don't know what the proper name of it is, but I guess we'll learn it when we get into the game. Even if we don't play it, like we can just see the name of the mode in there. But yeah, happy Saturday/Sunday, whatever day it is for you. We're still with this newer sort of schedule for this week, which is Thursday to Sunday. I think we're gonna have streams on Sundays from now on. I think it's a good time based on changes to my job schedule, my other job. Hey, this is a job as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, tomorrow we'll have YouTube Japanese learning again. I already know a little bit of what next week is gonna look like because there's a Kamen Rider anniversary coming. I won't stream on Monday, April 3rd, but I can do it the day before on Sunday, April 2nd. And for that, well, yeah, it's gonna be April 3rd in Japan anyway, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do though. I can do some karaoke, but I would like that to be like its own separate section, a whole stream of its own kind of, because potential muting on Twitch and all that. Unarchived-ish karaoke wouldn't be on YouTube. It would be on Twitch right here. The other part of the stream though, I wonder if I should do a stream on YouTube or if I should do it here on Twitch. I'm not planning to have any guests this time. It just didn't feel right to just invite a few people and then leave some out, because I didn't want to have as many people as last time, because it gets too chaotic when you get too many. Although there's times and places for that. That might be one of those times and places for it, but well, with only 1 week notice, I doubt I would be able to get many people at this point. That being said though, we still should do something. I don't know what, besides the karaoke. And yeah, I have no shortage of Kamen Rider songs that we can sing for at least like 1 hour, 2 hours, who knows how long. Endurance has always been one of my issues though. We'll see how long my voice is able to last. There's many songs that I can sing comfortably. I can already think of a few. that I've sung before here. Some of them I've done covers, full covers of, on the YouTube channel. But yeah. The tale I wanted to tell you though about some technical issues yesterday. So, speaking of Kamen Rider, I'm cooking something. I'm cooking a video that I've taken too long with. If I had known that I was gonna do this kind of video, I only had the idea like last week. Last week would have been a better time to do it because it's related to Shin Kamen Rider. Hopefully the hype hasn't died down too much. I don't think so because they keep promoting it. As a matter of fact, the official account, or one of the official accounts that is, uploaded a few minutes of the movie right there on YouTube. And it's of a chase, a motorcycle chase involving Hongo, Kamen Rider, and Ruriko, Midorikawa Ruriko. And oh my god, just a few of the shots in there. Oh, it's so good. I want to see that movie yesterday. Oh my god, it looks so good. It seems it's only gonna be there for a limited amount of time. They'll eventually take down the video, I think. So watch that if you can. Maybe I should link it or something, but I should probably post that in the Kamen Rider Daily account, but yeah. I'll tell you this though, the Kamen Rider Daily account, I usually schedule the tweets like the week before. So tomorrow I'm gonna schedule the tweets for the next week or so. Oh, actually I should already start thinking about the anniversary tweets. And well, I gotta start also working on the 39 Kamen Rider challenge. There's video content I wanted to do, but I don't know if I'll have the time for it. If I don't do that video content, there's another thing I might be able to do. But I gotta do something, I gotta lead by example, and hopefully I see other people participate there on Twitter, and maybe other social media. Hashtag 39 Kamen Rider challenge. Isn't that wonderful? I may still make a video promoting it on YouTube once again. We had the 38, now we have the 39 Kamen Rider challenge. But yeah, what was I gonna say? So the technical issues I had yesterday, the reason I'm mentioning this too is because I was editing in DaVinci Resolve. Now, a thing that's been happening with DaVinci Resolve, I looked this up and the default setting for RAM usage in DaVinci Resolve is that it uses up to 75% of your RAM, which can be quite a lot. I noticed that since the last time I really took a look at this while I was doing things in Resolve, I had 16 gigabytes of RAM memory. Now I have 32. So now I noticed that DaVinci Resolve was using 20% RAM. No, sorry, not 20. 20 gigabytes of RAM memory, and that's not 75%. I looked up 75% of 32 gigabytes and it's 24. So it may use up to 24 gigabytes of RAM memory. I might reduce that setting. Hopefully it doesn't affect performance for DaVinci Resolve, but whoo, boy, things got busy with it. And I noticed later, as I wasn't editing in Resolve anymore. This was after the stream. I was kind of close to my bedtime. It made me stay up for a little bit longer as I tried to troubleshoot the issue. I noticed Windows told me a message that I was running out of space. This means that it's running out of space on the OS drive, the drive that has the operating system. The problem with that drive is that it's a 240 gigabyte SSD. Because when I assembled this computer, or well, when I got the parts, I didn't assemble it, sadly, but it's, you know, it's stuff that's way too difficult for me. It's like Captain America. There's that scene where he's like, it seems to run on electricity. That's how I feel when I look at the inside of a PC or try to assemble one. Anyway, you know, Tony Stark is getting him to open like the inside of the ship, of like the shield ship, and he's supposed to disconnect some transistors. I don't know what he had to do. I'm as knowledgeable about these things as Captain America himself, okay? And he opened it and he's like, Iron Man tells him, what do you see? And he says, it seems to run on electricity. I would say the exact same thing, I think. Something like that. Well, I think it's a machine. It's wires and circuits and they're glowing and they're connected and there's electricity. I don't want to touch it. Anyway, when I got these parts, SSDs back then were quite expensive. This was over 5 years ago. It was late 2017. SSDs are cheaper now. And eventually I'm gonna need to get the operating system migrated to a new SSD. I actually do have another one that's 1 terabyte, but it's already occupied by many things. Might not be that easy to just transfer everything in it. I don't know what the process is. I'm just gonna let a technician do that one too. Same thing, again, seems to run on electricity. So these problems happen here and there. But then I saw that there were like 200 plus megabytes left only, and this was getting extreme. I tried to look at all possible solutions at long last to finally get rid of this, because I had actually cleaned the drive before as much as I could, liberated as much as I could, and I was at about 30 or 40 gigabytes free, and those just disappeared out of nowhere. My biggest suspect was the virtual memory. Virtual memory is what Windows does when it has to save a little bit on RAM, I think, and it starts using actual drive space for RAM memory functions. And I figured, okay, there's some temporary junk files that need to be deleted somewhere. I looked at all the things you need to do to delete those files, and to my dismay, I found that there were only a few of them. There's this cleanup tool, for example, that is like that shows you the space where you clean junk files and everything, and like barely any of them exceeded the 1 gigabyte. It was just a few gigabytes on each, a few hundred megabytes on most of them. Even some folders had 0. I emptied the recycle bin, it liberated 0.1 gigabyte. That's it. So I was like, man, I was absolutely at my wit's end, not figuring out what the hell to do. Then I followed another suggestion of downloading a tool called Wistry, and the beautiful thing about Wistry, which made me just love this program to bits, I cannot recommend that enough for clearing space, is that it shows you specifically the folders and files that occupy the most space in the drive that you have chosen to analyze. It shows it to you specifically. Usually it separates them by blocks of different textures and colors, and I noticed this big, and it doesn't only show you the blocks. Just search like Wistry on images on Google and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to describe besides this, but it also shows you the specific location of it. Like, you know, /app, /local, /roaming, app data, that sort of thing, right? And I saw this humongous orange block, which meant it was only one single file. And this file was a motherfucking text document of a monstrous 54 plus, 54, 56, the size varies, but it was over 50 bloody gigabytes, one text file. What? I was speechless. Never in my life had I seen something like this. And so the journey of crazy troubleshooting continues in my life. I thought I had seen everything, but here's a new one, an entirely new one for me. What the hell was that text file, you may be asking? It was a text file generated by DaVinci Resolve called resolvedebug.txt. Probably for debugging, errors, I get them here and there. I've had DaVinci crash here and there. I've had Resolve, that's the better way to refer to it. I've had Resolve crash here and there because of the RAM issues I mentioned before. So DaVinci Resolve was indeed the culprit, just not in the way I envisioned. I figured it was there somewhere. I actually did take a look at the program files folder of DaVinci Resolve, but I didn't see anything that was too big. But it wasn't in program files, it was in the roaming app data, or one of those folders that's like temporary and stuff. I didn't look in there. And the thing is, Resolve also has this thing that's called cache. What was it? Cache something. Hold on, I wrote it down on the Twitter thread I did about this. Let me take a look at Twitter very quickly. Oh well, cache something. The name doesn't matter. There's this cache clip. There we go. Cache clip. I think that's the name. So cache clip is a folder that can get extremely big. So this is not entirely. I was shocked, but not extremely shocked either, because I've seen something like this from Resolve before. So cache clip is a folder that it generates for like being able to load files faster. It's kind of like when Windows generates thumbnails of things, small images, and that occupies some space in Windows itself. You can clear that folder, but then it's just gonna reload that again when you keep looking through pictures somewhere. It's the little thumbnails that it makes, right? To generate those, it actually needs to make some space for them. So the cache clip is similar to that, so that you can go in your timeline and the videos you edit faster. It's a good idea to purge it here and there, especially if you just have some videos that you'll rarely ever go back to since you did them and you're finished with them, or you may never even go back to them. That's how I do it, at least. I once had that cache clip folder when I finally discovered it for the first time at over 1 bloody terabyte. just lots of temporary files that I deleted, and I liberated 1 terabyte of space in a previous drive I had. Oh my god. So that's the thing I keep in mind. And now apparently there's also this. The thing about the cache clip folder is that you can change the location, so you can put it, so you can make it so that it doesn't occupy the operating system drive, which is what I did, because again, it's a 240 gigabyte thing, so it can't take that many things. I changed it to be one of my largest drives. I made it be the SSD where I put video production files in. The new one I got that replaced the dying 4 terabyte. I don't even remember the size anymore. I think it was 3 terabytes. No, I think it may have been 4. But yeah, the HDD that I had before. So I was dismayed to see that it was still using space inside the OS drive. But sometimes you can't help it. Despite the things you tell it, there's still some files that need to be there on the primary drive of the computer. And the good thing is, though, it seems it was just one single file. Can you imagine what the hell do you need to put into a text file to make it be over 50 gigabytes? I searched this problem online once I found the reason. I'm far from being alone in this. I saw somebody else that had over 100 gigabytes in their text document. Good God in heaven. How is that possible? It's a text document, a TXT. These things, it takes a lot to just get them to megabyte size. What do you do to get over 50 gigabytes? It's insanity. This is why I thought I had seen everything, but here we are. Yeah, that was the tale of it. And now I'm gonna be super on the lookout. And knowing my luck and knowing technology, knowing my life, some other issues going to appear in the future. Hopefully not near. Also, as technology advances, right? New issues arise. New unexpected things happen, right? But some other thing is gonna come in the future that's gonna be like, oh, okay, I didn't know about this before. Now that I know about it, I'm gonna keep this in mind in the future. So with DaVinci Resolve, yeah, that's gonna be it. A program that I'll keep using a lot. Hey, you know, these are big problems with Resolve, but I think they are like cons that can match the pros. The pros far outweigh the cons. DaVinci Resolve is a fantastic free video editing software. The thing is, it's free and it has so many features in it. Just in the free version, you can do such high quality content with it. At least for a noob in video editing like me and in technical stuff like that. So yeah. I mean, somebody who knows even more, even you just with the free version, can do incredible things with it. So there you are right there. So hey, I can't recommend DaVinci Resolve enough. I'll continue recommending the hell out of it. To be fair, I haven't really had much experience with other video editors, but yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather not try to figure out a whole new system on another video editor. It's the same with my streaming software. I never used another streaming software really. I use variations of the streaming software, but not really here. The VTubing software though, depending on how it is, I might be willing to do other things. When the software has a lot of advanced features that you gotta learn, that's when I don't want to learn another one. But VTuber software is usually not that complicated, so it's okay. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, those are the things I gotta keep on the lookout for in the future and keep remembering about. That result debug text file, that monster of a text file, my god. And the cache clip. Hey Vermilion, I just finished talking about the issues. Well, I talked to you. I know you did send me a message on Discord, but I just went live, so sorry if I didn't see them. But we can talk about that later, and it was like, I breathed a great sigh of relief though. I'm very happy that it was a very simple thing. Just congratulating me? Yeah, okay. Because honestly, it's not one of those things in which, hopefully I didn't come across as complaining or, oh no, the PC repair arc again. No, I'm actually so happy that I was able to figure it out. Wiztree as well. Wiztree, that's Wiz as in wizard. Wiztree. I cannot recommend that program enough to figuring out the largest folders and files in your drive, and drives for that matter. Because you can kind of search for them on Windows, but you kind of need an external application like this to be able to see them properly. So yeah, Wiztree, fantastic. And I got like the free portable version, They have paid versions. Hey, from the looks of it, they deserve the money, so... You ever need to invest on them for your business or something? Go for it, because I think they really deserve that money. How are you, though, Bear? By the way, I watched the latest Geese episode earlier today. And well, already there's gonna be a new one in a few hours. In like an hour and a half, actually. Or... yeah, I think it's in an hour and a half. Normal text files, couple hundred bytes. Khaiden's text files, to be fair, it's DaVinci Resolve's fault, it's not mine. Some other people have it larger, as I showed you, over 100 bloody gigabytes. Over 50, no, you put 5, that's like a tenth of what the actual size was. Over 50 gigabytes, how do you get a text file to be that big? I've never seen that before in my life, I'm never gonna forget this is amazing. Oh my god, it's incredible. It's incredible, but let's finally jump into Smite, alright? Yo, I don't think there's been... okay, let's launch Smite, give me a second. I'm launching it now. And you can see today's games, we are gonna keep track of the games. Hopefully we don't have a lot of losses. I'm very rusty. I try using my main character, which is a simple character to learn from what I understand, like, which is... Neith, I think was her name, the Egyptian archer god? Egyptian archer character, whatever she is. And I wasn't as good at it with her as I was before. Things felt slower. Maybe she was nerfed or something, but man, I'm rusting. I feel like I'm rusting. Yo, I don't think there's been one Backseating episode and they still keep ramping up the stakes. It makes me worry they're gonna stumble with the final big bad. It's possible, I guess. I didn't see that. I didn't consider that, but... they keep these last few, and by the last few maybe I mean like 6 or even all the way to 10 episodes, but like revelation after revelation after revelation that changes everything keeps coming in. It's like modern Kamen Rider has changed to be modern Tokusatsu, for that matter. Super Sentai is kind of like this. To the point that with every new episode there's always a new form or a new rider, like that's the new standard they have, which I think is... It's something that's gonna come back to bite them in the ass eventually. Having to keep up and keep up and keep up. It's a sort of power creep, if that makes any sense. But now it's kind of like that, you know, having to introduce a new toy, every single episode now. You look back at something like Kamen Rider Blade, they're not introducing a new form every single time. And much less something like Kamen Rider Super 1, right? But this is really something that's happened in the last 5 years or so, but... now, new plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. Be careful not to set the bar too high for the series after this. Because, wow. But Takahashi Yuya, my god. Incredible. The man never misses. At least in my opinion. X8 and 01 were perfection through and through. Well, perfection is a bit much, but... oh my god. I love him. I love him. He's one of my favorite writers already. That's true, I'm kind of getting a bit tired of all the twists. I'm not tired of them though, I'm just concerned that it's gonna set the bar too high for the future. Just like with what they do with constant upgrades and new forms and new riders nearly every episode. They gotta sell those toys though, and it's better than revise new big bad every 5 episodes from nowhere. I haven't seen revise yet, not really, so I don't know much about that, but I'll eventually see it. I'm going to start it soon actually. I need to see that final episode of Saber again, where Revise appears. I actually finished Saber recently. Took me a bit too long to get through it, but yeah. And what was I gonna say? No, like, they gotta sell those toys. That's always been a thing. That's not what I have a problem with. The problem I have is that the way they sell the toys, how can I describe it? The best way I can describe it is that there's a power creep to it. Hopefully that makes some sense. Power creep is basically when you keep upgrading characters or you keep upgrading the game mechanics to the point that, for example, with Yu-Gi-Oh, you have cards that used to be good no longer being good. You make a deck, you grab a structured deck from 2006, and even if you upgrade it with like some Xyz and Link monsters, it's just gonna be absolutely demolished by current decks. That's a power creep. Or Krillin just being completely outclassed by Goku and Vegeta, like by a landslide. Or having to make Broly very overpowered to make him actually believable to make it believable that he can survive against Gogeta Blue or something like that, right? Or yeah, I can give more examples, but hopefully that makes sense. So I feel like there's a power creep with the way they keep introducing. Look at that though. Look at that. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collab. That's amazing. I love the collabs they made. When I first started playing this, they had a Nickelodeon collab going on. That was fun to see. But what was I gonna say? Hey, Kamen Rider collab win. Kamen Rider collab win. They can put Saber. They can put Kamen Rider X. Maybe Geats for that matter. Because Smite is about mythology. That's why I'm mentioning X and Saber. They can do that. Apollo Geist. Yeah. Brave Dragon somewhere. Hey, I can insert Kamen Rider into any video game. Or nearly every video game. Just try me. But well, yeah, let me read your message, Bird. Back in the day, they was spacing and they relied on like collectible toys. No, and going back even further, there's the spacing is what I'm focusing on. Like, you could have several episodes without a new form or a new rider appearing. And now you have a new form or rider of some sort. And I say specifically rider, not even monster. Or rider-like character. Which is fun to see. I honestly love it. I'm all for that, but at the same time, I'm concerned that it sets a very high bar that they can never lower again. Like, they kind of might shoot themselves in the foot. Like, I'm thinking back of Go Busters on the Super Sentai side. Like, after Go Kaiser, when they did Go Busters, with some of the things they did, they nearly had Super Sentai go bankrupt, from what I understand. And they tried to do a lot of changes. Go Busters got a second opening. The only Super Sentai to date that got that. And had to go back to good old dinosaurs for Kyoryuger and just go crazy with the Ranger amount for that, which I think worked out well, but I'm concerned that there's gonna be some other series in this decade for Kamen Rider that's gonna come. They're gonna want to take it slower, maybe because of budget or because they want to do things differently, and it's gonna come back to bite them in the ass because they have accustomed, they have well, not accustomed, they have made the viewer base, children and even not children, all sorts of viewers that love it, get used to seeing new things to buy, let's say. And when you have even just 3 episodes without something new like that, it's going to get interest away. People are not going to watch, ratings are going to drop, and something like that is going to happen. But hopefully I'm wrong about that. We'll see. Like the O's medals and build bottles, but with Reiwa's been less collections and more form collections. It's only interesting that Reiwa has been doing this thing where after all that, the final big guy is always beaten by the original base form. So if it feels like it's been around, it's not just Reiwa though. Which is why I'm been saying like the last 5 years or so. Well, kinda. Ready for smiting, yeah. We've been live for a half hour or so and we haven't even started smite. Internet issues. Internet Kun is misbehaving. Hopefully the stream looks okay enough. My dashboard seems to be okay with it, but oh man, there may be a longer delay, unfortunately. But yeah, I want to grab a bunch of my Toku streamer fans and do like a CPU tournament with the Switch game. Just do bets and commentary. What Switch game? Oh, I forget the name. Climax Scramble? Something like that. Well, now that we've been live for 30 minutes, there's a bloody ad break incoming, but let's keep chatting for a moment. Sentai Killed with Dumb Brothers. I haven't seen that yet. To be honest with you, I'm gonna watch it. But I'm going into it cautiously pessimistic because it looks like doesn't look like I'm gonna like it personally. But I'm basing this. It's hard to explain why, but I might change my mind after it. But King Oger though, oh my god, that's a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm not 50-50 on King Oger. That already is blowing me away, and I love it. Yeah, the connection is unstable. Twitch is telling me it's all unstable right now. Sadly. Well, ad incoming. Maybe it settles down during the ads, I doubt it. Over 13,000 frames in frame heaven. Don 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 brodas, don 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 but going, don 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 don. Yeah! I'm looking stable again. Well, it's still unstable. Both my streaming software and my dashboards are telling me Well, it's kind of flickering in the dashboard, but OBS keeps giving me a red square. And thousands of drop frames continuing to drop and drop and drop and drop. It's really strange. These things are very strange, man. I'm like Captain America again. It seems to be made of electricity, and that's all I know about these things. There's Wi-Fi, and there's antenna, and there's a satellite that kind of makes internet possible, and I have a cable that's Ethernet connection. That's all I know about it. Technology. These things are way too advanced for me, man. This is why I feel like if I wear... This is how I did it with my D&D self for that reason. Like, I think it can be quite clever sometimes. Watch that and I'm gonna do the stupidest mistakes today. But there's that thing. I feel like I may come across as clever here and there, but I feel like I'm not really smart. It's just not... It's -1 for intelligence at least, and wisdom is what I have higher. D&D terms, right? That's what was accurate about my D&D self in the VTuber campaign we had before. Man, I'd love to get back to a D&D campaign or a tabletop campaign of some sort, but I can't find the time anywhere right now. The current schedule, I don't see time anywhere on any day of the week. Well, I think not, at least. It would be, it would vary quite a lot. And even then, what works for me may not be what works for the other party members. I still want to play Vampire the Masquerade so badly. Still haven't been able to do that. Now, let's finally get to smiting. Hopefully the internet is not jumping all over the place. I don't know. Yeah, I see there's a huge delay. There's a huge delay. Honestly, I'd rather the stream turn into a slideshow than seeing a delay on it. Let me refresh my bloody dashboard. It's much worse when there's a delay. Like, you see things so fucking late. I fucking hate it. It's so delayed. What the hell, man? God damn it, man. This is the worst. This is the worst. Yeah, I'm looking at the dashboard. I was at the Ninja Turtle. Oh my god, the delay is insane. Well, it's been a few minutes. If you're listening to me say the thing about delay, it's already been a few minutes since that, but okay, I'm gonna try to continue like this. At some point, just the way the internet issues got handled was different. Honestly, I'd rather have a fucking slideshow of a stream than this. This is worse for me. I don't know, as the character looks personally, I'm also, maybe that's why, but all these weird hairdos and styles? Oh, the king owes your, the king owns your show? Yeah, the king owns your show. Sometimes I say D before something, thinking I'm going to say some other noun after the word I'm saying. Or adjective. Forget the word, but yeah. I don't end up saying it, and it just sounds like I'm putting a strong article, the D article before everything. I think the designs are amazing. Yanma Ghost is a bit out there, but I think it works for him. It's amazing. I feel that poor guy has issues right now with internet stuff, so otherwise I say we should get the band back together. Yeah. And I'm having internet issues as well. Right here. You can also tell how long the delay is by seeing how long it takes for your message to appear on the screen. That's not on the chat widget, that's on the internet. And on what you see on the screen. But, well, I wanted to take a look at the gods again. So Neath was the one I was focusing on. There was one or two others that I learned, but I don't remember who they are anymore. Where's Neath? So she's the one I learned with at the very beginning of my Smite career, you can say. Man, what is up with the universe? There's some forces out there that don't want me to stream Smite. All sorts of issues keep happening that scuff my Smite streams. Either cancel them or when I finally stream it, it's scuffed. For heaven's sake. This is bad though. It was really bad 2 days ago. I'm gonna have to go down to the ISP, burn it down, strangle everyone and murder their families again. Yeah, again. No, seriously, I feel like I just want to like grab all the people responsible for this internet in the ISP and just slash their throats, resurrect them and slash their throats again. Anyway, if we're gonna slash people's throats, let's do it here instead. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Which one was the game mode that no, featured is different. Ranked? No. I kind of forgotten how these things are. Is the delay really that big? I gotta take a look at how the delay is. So let me see. Okay, this is good reference. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Raphael. It's Raphael. So I'm gonna see how long it takes for me to see it in my dashboard. And that will base it... That will let me know how it is. It's right now... Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the... Yeah. I hate delay too, like I wish they had some kind of protocol. Yeah, I would prefer that. I would rather you lose some minutes of the stream, though that kind of sucks, but I'd rather you lose some of that, rather than seeing a big delay. I'm pulling out my shotgun as well, Vermilion. But, yeah, things are taking a while. Rip and tear! Yeah. Let me drink some tea, though. Okay! Hold on. Only like a minute. It's not that long. Well, at least on my dashboard. The thing is, everybody probably has to refresh on their end. So it's been a minute now. It's about a minute. That's not so bad. It feels like it's so much longer than that. The thing is, I did see... so your Twitch dashboard shows you the stream as well in a small part, unless you disable that. Because you can customize what your dashboard looks like, right? And the YouTube dashboard is the same. In the sense that it shows you the stream a little bit. So you're also watching your stream in that way. Which is something you should have, of course. And it buffered for a moment there. So I think it does kind of have that protocol, Vermilion, just not as efficient as we would prefer it to be. I think YouTube is more efficient with that. You got a 2-3 minute delay. Yeah, that's the thing. On my end, I already refreshed. Maybe the dashboard refreshes itself better. It's different for everyone. So this is still a big issue. That's still the big issue. I'd rather they have a protocol, as you call it, on their server side that is forced on everyone's devices somehow. It's really bad. It's really bad. Viewership drops. Maybe it buffers for someone and it never comes back for them. And that's not entirely on their end either, but yeah. Anyway. So, the game mode I played was 5v5 actually, was the Arena 5v5 game mode. So when I was referring to the main 5v5, you're mobile at the moment? Yeah, that makes it harder to refresh, that's the problem! Not everybody can do that. To refresh, you would have to exit and then come back to it. It's kind of cumbersome to do it there. Probably on a console, on the Switch. Wait, well, you can't watch Twitch on the Switch. Though it rhymes, you can't do that. But some console, right? Some console where you can do that. What the fuck is Nintendo doing with the Nintendo Switch, man? They could have done just so much more. Including so many more things on the store like Twitch. They never did. They never did. Not introducing the games that are dying on the 3DS and Wii U store right now. But I digress. Seems like we're not gonna do much on Smite at this rate. On top of the internet issues, just talking about all sorts of other things, but we'll probably have another Smite stream in the future, anyway. But Arena is actually 5 versus 5. I was thinking it was 3v3, but it's not. It's just a more simple thing than the others. Hopefully the game doesn't lag or anything like that. Then Conquest is the one that's the MOBA game mode, if you will. Joust is the one that dominate your foes on a small team map with one lane. That's the one that kind of gives you a preview of what the main MOBA game mode is. And I sucked at it. I sucked so hard at it. At Joust. But I think I want to give it a try to kind of get a preview of what it is. Arena, though, I remember what I have to do, so let's queue up for it. Hopefully we don't have... Hopefully we don't have any internet issues in it. Things are still unstable on my streaming software, though Twitch is telling me the bitrate is okay. It took us how many years to even get Prime remastered? It was supposed to be the whole trilogy for Metroid Prime, right? But it's still great that we're getting it though. Nintendo is really weird sometimes. Okay, the game is loading. Let's see if we can get Neath. You know, I need to remember another god, because if somebody else locks in Neath, I need to get an alternative. Big roll? I don't even know what the rolls are. What is this skin? No, I want to see what it looks like. Oh, from RuneScape style Neath. Wow. At least let me see. Let me preview that. You want people to purchase it? Let them preview it. It's probably not letting me preview that because I'm already locked in. But even then, they should let you see that. I see Cthulhu. Thanatos coming in. Martikoras. What is that thing? Martikoras. Cthulhu. I always say that HU at the end, like who. I think it is supposed to be Cthulhu, but yeah. Well, Minna, the first game, hopefully the delay is not too bad on your end. It could be way worse than this because a couple days ago, thankfully this was after the stream, but it was just disconnecting altogether. Completely. For quite a while. It's been a while since it's been that bad. So, you know how I talked about burning down the ISP place? I don't actually mean that, because that's what I picture is actually happening when this is going down. Like, some hackers are just attacking, or I don't know. There's some shenanigans like that happening. Somebody's burning down the headquarters, the towers. I don't know how these things are. Again, it seems to be running on electricity. That's all I know about these things. Some satellite is being destroyed by aliens. That's what's causing the internet issues. Something like that. And man, it really sucks to be so ignorant is not even the word, because even when I try to learn these things, they're just way too advanced for me to understand. I should never have used my skill there, I think. They just seem too complicated for me. Should we go to the damage camp? Okay. I'm just trying to follow people's leads, but as long as I see an ally is coming here with me, then yeah. Then I think we're good. If we can deal better damage, I think that's a good idea.
Make sure you're hydrated.
Oh, also, I have a different announcer on every game, so I don't know who this announcer is now. Kinda sounds like a streamer. Like a guest streamer announcer. And we have a Guan Yu player here. Wow, I thought they would deal more damage from that. I might actually disable the announcer or lower the voice. Kind of feels like speaking over it creates an issue there.
That is why you should play duel.
It's what I should play what? I think that's a MOBA term. Right, let's see if we can get out of here. I need to purchase some potions as well. I was a little bit rusty. It's good that I also practiced earlier, not just for the benchmarking, but
not my problem.
Because I needed to remember how to do certain things. Oh yeah, that's definitely a streamer if they're saying that. Someone clip that. That's good for a live stream. That's good to have on a live stream like this. Right. But it's good I got reacquainted with Arena, remembering how it works, what you have to do, what you have to avoid. Not let those minions cross the portal. You know, I'm all about traveling through portals and stuff like that, but not like this. Cthulhu has become gigantic.
Oh, he is for sure blaming his team right now.
Careful with Cthulhu.
No, it should have been me.
I don't know who the streamer is, but I like them. I like their style. Kill her! Freya! Take care of that Freya there. Nice, 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 nice. I thought we weren't going to kill her for a moment. I did kind of forget what you had to do in Arena. But before we head into Joust, or is it Joust? And I don't even remember how to properly use, that ultimate ability. Low health though, let's recover. Let's recover and maybe buy another health potion. That is so cool.
See that?
Oh, my poor
Is why you should
Cthulhu
play
teammate. There's
duels.
Cthulhu's on both
He's
sides, right?
learning his
I think there's... I think we have them on both sides. I wonder if I'm rusty or like if the player base really just has gotten better since I was last here. I used to perform better here. I feel like I'm not performing as well as I used to.
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
It's also how I felt. Like I was playing against medium difficulty bots. Felt like I shouldn't have struggled as hard as I did against those bots, and I still did. You should not be so close to the enemy area.
Play duels. Oh, he is for sure winning his team right now.
Somebody got a Minotaur. I think that's on their side. We gotta destroy that one. Or is that what I heard? I heard the sound effect that I think belongs to the Minotaur spawning. That is indeed the Minotaur on the enemy team. They're killing us. Yeah, we are not doing well, I think. I actually don't remember how to read the scores. I see like 2 scores you read. You know what? I'm gonna use my bloody ultimate skill on it. I don't think I'm using it right. I'm doing something wrong with it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong, but something is going wrong with it.
Double kill.
This Minotaur is gonna cross over though. Yeah, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop! They crossed over. Oh well. That's weird. I don't know what you have to do to make the Minotaur stop and take a moment to kill you. On the bot game earlier, I actually killed the Minotaur right next to the gate, right before I got to the gate there. What are some of these players doing though? That's Sylvanus. Wow, they're just flexing on us. I can be right next to you and you still don't kill me. I get away, I get away. Thank goodness they killed that Sylvanus. What the fuck were they doing there? No victory for Sylvanus.
He's learning.
That's a World of Warcraft reference, by the way.
Oh, he is for sure blaming his team right now.
Nice kill, nice kill. Not sure if that's the only kill I've gotten so far. Now we got a Minotaur. Can we get it to cross over? So there's 2 scores to keep track of. There's one on top, 11-16 right now, and there's one like on the right side of the screen. That one is 340, 360. Well, it's changing, constantly changing. Let's not just shoot randomly. What do you do with that skill? It's not actually shooting at people. Did the Minotaur get there? Yes, it did. And I took one for the team for the sake of the Minotaur. Uh-oh. Did that wrong, but that's okay.
1v1 me, bro.
I'm able to upgrade my shard to a new relic. I have no idea how to do that.
Here I go, carry it again.
Still new to this game. I'm just letting everything be auto-purchased. It's just easier that way for me. Well, thankfully, we're not seeing any lag in the game. We're sitting at over 57,000 drop frames right now, by the way. You know, I've been streaming for a long time. To my long experienced mind that's been through all sorts of different things on the stream. I actually used to have really bad internet, like way worse than this. Like you have no idea. So to me, 57,000 plus drop frames.
Sure, blaming his team.
I've seen hellscapes that look way worse than this. I remember many streams before in which I had hundreds of thousands of drop frames.
Double kill.
A stream I had once with over 1 million drop frames. These are frames that drop from the internet.
Ooh,
Streaming software tells me that in different ways. So I know they're internet drop frames. Which is right now at 31.3% of the stream. A number that's too big. You wouldn't want the number to be that big for internet drop frames. Get that, Sylvanus! No victory for Sylvanus.
Someone's
Very nice. I think I assisted that kill that Thanatos did. I thought I got that kill, but no. Very nice. They assisted me. Now, this time I did get the kill.
10 minutes yet.
Bring it on, Freya! A Minotaur is coming. I get the feeling it's on the enemy's side. Let's go recover. Yeah, that's not on our side. So we better kill that bad boy. But I don't remember all the scoring, the different things with scoring. Man, these people are way too good for me. They're just able to survive and kill players right next to the fucking team base, my god. It is also possible that because I already played a little bit, that the matchmaking... I don't know how the matchmaking works in this game, but... It is getting me to players of at least a little bit of skill level. But because I've been gone for so long, it's almost like I gotta restart from scratch. And so I'd rather be match-made with... Is that how you say that? Match-made? I'd rather get matchmaking with like... more beginner players than this, because I might as well be brand new to the game. With how long I've been gone, I did not mean to use that skill. But that worked out. Cthulhu also helping me right there, but yeah. Oh, somebody had connection issues. We lost a teammate. I would have thought that would be me, but no. No. But yeah, you know, those extreme internet issues I had years ago. Thankfully, I can put that behind. I hope I can put that behind for the rest of my life. But I know that the internet I have right now is really not bad. So things are showing stable again on my streaming software side. But the damage has been done already with the delay, I think. Hopefully, well, try refreshing if you can. Or coming back to the stream, exiting, coming back to it. Very nice, thank you for the assist. Couldn't have done it without them, I would say. That Minotaur is on our side. Yes, Cthulhu! Escort them. I love the picture of a Cthulhu escorting this big thing. Can we call that a Minotaur still? I call them Minotaurs, but... I believe that's what they're supposed to be called. I really need to read about the skills of Neath again. See if I'm doing it right. No, Sylvanus, you shall not. The Minotaur will cross over and triumph. I'm not sure who's winning and who's losing here, though. Yeah, before we get into Joust and before we get into Conquest, we're definitely going to see the tutorial videos for that. There's tutorial videos for them. And I think there's tutorial games, for that matter, that you can play. But, yeah. Hey, any tips you have, of course, do tell them in the chat. Backseating is welcome. Just, of course, keep it respectful and all that, but that's there in the rules. Before you chat for the first time and in the panels below. I got an achievement right now. Clean up crew. I don't know what that achievement is for, but... let's go inside, not just to heal, but to get a few healing potions as well. Not sure if they make that much of a difference, but I might as well get them. And let it keep auto-purchasing, that's another reason to return. To get some new purchases that will probably be very helpful to have around. Oh, I got the kill, very nice, very nice. I don't think I did most of the damage there, though.
You fool! I'm the protagonist. I'm the one who wins.
I like the sound of that. You fool! I'm the superstar here! Haha! Why did I use my skill there? Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. Just the battle, the heat of the battle makes me forget what the hell I'm doing. I just like going pew 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 and mashing keys and clicks. Just going nuts. Not really paying attention to things. They're gonna kill me here though.
About time.
That was kind of close.
Double kill.
I haven't been killed much in the game though, that's good, that's good. So the points above show that we're 30-31. They're being covered a little bit by the overlay, but I think you can still see it clearly. 30-31. And then there's the points on the right side of the screen, those meters. I forget what each of them mean and what the difference between them is. That's why I can't tell who's really winning. Because in one of them we have the advantage, in one of them we don't. Although that's kind of changing. Well, one way or another, it looks like it's a very close game. I thought I was gonna die there for a moment. My gosh. We have a disadvantage though because that's Freya though. Look at them though, my god. They're veteran players, or they really know what they're doing, being able to attack the enemy bases like that. This is way too advanced for me right now. So bold. But again, it takes skill to do that. Or maybe they're not veterans, but they just have the skill, right? Someone clip that! I got another achievement, Feel the Fury. Cool, cool, cool. You can levitate me as many times as you like, Freya. I'll keep fighting.
See, that is why you should play duel.
Nice kill, nice kill. With the ultimate. Yukoku no Waza. The ultimate skill for Neath. Today I also watched a new episode of Live Man, in which they had a new finisher attack. Or well, near finisher attack. Which was great. I've been having a great time watching Choju Sentai Live Man. I'm going through a tokusatsu renaissance right now, actually. So most of you, if you're familiar with me, probably already know that I'm very into Kamen Rider, right? But it's really mostly being Rider. I've never been much of a tokusatsu fan as much as I am a Kamen Rider fan, if that makes any sense. I have watched some Super Sentai series before, but never really been attracted to tokusatsu outside of Kamen Rider that much. Now though, after such a long time, that's finally changing. And I'm having so much fun watching Sentai series. One of the things I didn't like before in Sentai, oh well, not like I disliked it, but I could get really bored with it or kind of try to skip over. My mind would just kind of disconnect when this happened. Was the giant robot fights, the giant monsters. That sort of thing was never that entertaining for me. Who won this game? Did we win that? We won very closely. Is that a good game? I think that's a good game. Well played. Victory. Nice. So Arena is the one I'm most familiar with, and even then I didn't quite know what was going on to an extent. I need to check some things about this. But yeah, hopefully the internet is stable now. As I tell you, it's not really that bad. Some things happen here and there. Honestly, I think the internet issues, they're as frequent as they are to many people. Some people, it still can be better than this, and here we go. What was the name of this dance again? Caramel dance? But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, honestly, all things considered, I may be joking about murdering ISP technicians and burning down the place, which is, again, ironic to say because if you burn it down, that's just gonna cause even worse internet issues, right? But honestly, I do think my internet is a good internet. It's a good internet service, all things considered. But anyway, I'm gonna take a quick bio break, also because there's an ad break incoming. But what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, we're gonna take a look at the how Arena works and how the other game works for that. Game modes work for that matter. I think I want to take a look at Joust, although before that I may want to learn another character so that I don't rely only on Neath and I have other options. And I also need to take a Neath's ultimate, so some things I need to check out with the game again. Again, any tips are more than welcome in the chat. I have the Backseating allowed tag for that reason, as long as there's no spoilers, and that's not applicable for this game. Anyway, I will be back, Maniacs. Stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. Your life's a joke, you're broke, your low life's DOA. I actually thought they were saying something way. Something way, so I got it wrong. Your life's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA. Okay. Funny, we're just chilling, singing friend songs while we're just slaying sickle flies with a... What do I have? A sword? With a blade and a lute. That's what being a minstrel is like, you see? We sing while we slay, baby. Oh yes, that's what the minstrel life is like. Okay, we can do that. And you take that grenade. Did you see that? Let's go, let's go. I love explosions like that. I'm sorry, I just love the grenades like that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, yes. Yes. No, it's not just the fact that they exploded. Well, the dimensional Tajigen Khaiden. Welcome to the channel. You want to see more passion like that? Hit that follow button and hit that little heart and become a superstar maniac. Or you can also take it a step further and subscribe. There's my sales pitch. No, seriously, seriously. I gotta showcase my superstardom like that.
Guys, VTuber is filth. Bloodthirsty, ruthless filth. And he's a war criminal. His ships have been screwing up Republic supply routes for years. Countless people have died because of him. He took out my brother's battlecruiser. Killed thousands more. The Republic should be planting his head on a stake, not offering him protection.
Okay, that was actually kind of funny. Did you hear that notification sound? That's the... Oh, great. Well, we disconnected a bit, but... Did you hear that notification sound? It kind of sounded like a censor. Like he was saying a bad word there, and he got censored. That's so funny the way that works out. I can't commit to subscriptions like that right now. Like, yeah, I could have a month and then just cancel it, but I hate doing that. Especially because it's gonna be a rabbit hole for me, and then after that month, I'm just gonna be... I want to play this game, but I can't play it anymore. I'd rather not play it in the first place and just avoid that. No, give me my game back. I'd rather... Omatase shimashita. Thank you for waiting. Smite will come back. There we go. Smite takes way less time than Terraria to come back. It's different for every game. I don't know what makes the difference. It's something to do with the display options, the video options, and how OBS, how streaming softwares recognize that, I guess. From game capture and all that. I love this Hoji skin, Techno Basher. So, first let me check the abilities for Neith. Neith? No, I'm getting their name completely wrong. I was replacing that E with a U, completely getting it wrong. But no, abilities, World Weaver. Neith charges up and fires an arrow across the world, seeking its target through obstacles. Enemy gods take damage and are stunned. The arrow can be fired quicker for diminished results. So it's gonna show me a video. Okay. It's how long I should wait that I was concerned with. It makes a sound when it's fully charged. And that's how I know. Like, the sound finishes, and that's how I know it's fully charged. In the heat of battle, that's kind of difficult to tell. With all the other sound effects going on and all that too. The announcer screaming things. Different announcers. It's also different announcers of all sorts of different languages. I got a Spanish announcer earlier when I did that brief game off the stream to test things out. Arachne, Apollo, Erlangshen, Fafnir, Hunbat, Kumbakarna, Kusembo, Medusa, Merlin, Tsukuyomi, Yu Huang are on rotation, and Shiva are on rotation right now. What is rotation? Rotation, I think, means that they make champions that you usually need to buy available for everyone. Is that what that is? Man, one thing I love about mobile games is just the option to have loads and loads of characters without somehow just destroying the balance too much. Or, well, what was the name? Hero Arena kind of games. It's not just MOBAs, because you have something like Apex Legends, Valorant, that are a different kind of gameplay. Well, kind of similar, but also different. It's not really MOBA. And at the same time, they are the thing they have is that they're able to have many different characters. I just wonder how they're able to have that many without altering the balance of the game power creeping, having to nerf, having to buff. But apparently a lot of these do that. League of Legends has so many. I think over 100, I might be wrong about that. The day will come eventually in which we'll get some VTuber game. Even from one company alone, there are some companies out there that you could just make it be internally from the company. And with just the company's VTubers, you have hundreds. There's one or two companies that are like that, or maybe just one. A certain Rainbow Dimension, I think, is the only one like this, with over 100 to choose from. But or barring that, we might just get like skins for everyone on a game like this one. So I wonder how a collab like that would work. I get the feeling that they gotta keep paying for the rights for each individual character. That's why when you see collabs, you don't see a skin for literally every character. Because imagine we have a collab with, let's say, what could be a good example? For a game of this type. A fighting game. Well, not a good example, but let's say King of Fighters. You have as many characters, if not more, than the gods they have in this game. They could literally have a skin for every character in it. But if you have to pay for every character individually, that's probably the reason why they don't do it for all of them. And well, also, it would be too much for the players to have to buy that many for those who want to get all of them. Because honestly, like, there are players like that out there. And it shouldn't be... It is true that it's a thing that, well, if you're going to go for that much, you got to understand the consequence that you're going to be paying a lot of money. But it also shouldn't be a ridiculous amount either, in my opinion. Balancing these things, I always wonder about that. But I can never be good at figuring those things out. And again, here we are. With, what do I even have? I have 40 gems. 10,920 of whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Now, as for the gods, let me see. Training. For arena, what is the arena tutorial? The base playing arena SMITE's premier casual game mode. So there's somewhere where I could see... Where was it that I could see some videos for... There was a place where you could see videos telling you how to play a game mode. Where was this? Let me see if I can... Oh, learn. Yeah, I think it's here. These are the ones I'm going to see for Joust and Conquest.
Hey gods and goddesses, Arena is our most beginner-friendly map in Smite. This 5v5 deathmatch mode takes place in our Arena map that features no lanes, towers, or titans.
So yeah, lanes, towers, titans. I have no idea what those things actually are, or how you do anything in gameplay with those things, so something I still need to learn.
Each team has a portal located in front of their respective base, and neutral buff camps to the left and right sides of the arena. There are 3 buff camps: mana, damage, and attack speed. The buffs will be important to your team's gameplay. Understanding each god in the game will help you determine...
And the buffs, that does come into play in an even more advanced manner in the other game modes.
...which buffs are important to which gods. Players begin at level 3. Be sure to upgrade your abilities and buy items while in your spawn fountain. You may return to your...
I think I get that automatically done for me.
Basic.
Like the upgrades as well. The purchasing I know is auto-purchasing, but I think the upgrades are also done automatically.
Anytime during the match to spend your gold on more items and refill your health and mana. If you're not used to upgrading abilities and buying items, turn on auto-skill and auto-purchase.
Right, there you go.
Each team starts with a...
How do you even... I gotta get to a certain point in the game in which I can just do those things fast, because return to the base and then taking time to see what the best weapon is, what the best upgrade is, that's the difficult part. I can't take too much time with that.
Ticket counter of 500 tickets.
But it's possible, it just takes practice. But how long does it take for me to get to that point? There's the question.
The objective is to deplete the enemy team's ticket count to 0.
The tickets, yes.
You can
What are those points at the top zone?
Accomplish this in 4 ways.
And we were really close. I think we were at like 50, 60, 30 something when we won.
Enemy minion waves. Getting the last hit on an enemy minion deducts 1 ticket from your enemies. Escort friendly minions across the map to the enemy portal, which
whenever anybody crosses the portal,
will deduct
it's bad
1
news
ticket for each minion.
or the team.
Kill an enemy
that portal
god,
belongs
which
to.
will deduct 5 tickets for each enemy's death. Escort a friendly Minotaur to the enemy portal.
There's the Minotaur.
A Minotaur will spawn each time either team gets 10 kills.
Right.
Successfully guiding your team's Minotaur to the enemy team's portal will deduct 15 tickets from their counter.
15.
Beware,
Okay.
the Minotaur has a large health pool and strong melee attacks. Be sure to focus your attacks when an enemy Minotaur has spawned. Once the enemy team's ticket counter hits 0, you win. Celebrate with your team and queue again. Enjoy the battleground of the gods.
What is the meter at the top? Those numbers at the top. Kills, maybe? So, you know, you could have less kills and you can still win the game, depending on how it is. But, alright. I really want to get started with Joust. I played it before, as I said. I sucked at it. I'm like, I hate this game mode, but, you know, you just gotta get good in that situation because it's a preview of what Conquest is gonna be like, really. And if I'm not good at that, like, Conquest is just gonna be a nightmare. But before that, I do want to learn at least one more god in case I can't select Neath in a match, right? I don't know. Somebody who's different, somebody who's melee. Let's see Chak over here. This Mayan god. I think it's Mayan. It's not Aztec, right? I mix up Aztecs and Mayans a lot. Usually yeah, this is Chak. This is Mayan, I think. Usually you can tell the difference on the by the names. Aztec names are the ones that tend to end with TL a lot. Or have like TL, a TL combination somewhere, like Tlaloc. I think that's an Aztec god. Or Huitzilopochtli? Yeah, Huitzilopochtli. The Tli at the end. Something, you know, ending with TL. Oh yeah, it says Maya here, there we go. Because they were like in what is Mexico now, right? Although the Mayans extended beyond Mexico, but yeah. It's like they were kind of in the same territory, so they have some similarities. As opposed to the Inca or other civilizations before the discovery of America and all that. Man, talking about this just makes me want to get back to Sid Meier's Civilization as well. Well, yeah, this looks like a nice melee. Looks like a very bulky one, like very heavy, slow attacks. Damage all enemies and raise orange land. The extra enemies idle on the ground for 5 seconds until another ability is used. Let's see. That has its own issues though, but it's a range throw that you do with Chak. Chak. I'm probably gonna mispronounce it sometimes. Oh, after 5 successful basic attacks, the next ability Chak uses costs no mana, has its cooldown reduced by 2 seconds. Okay. Torrent, Chak spins extra hand damage on all enemies and gaining protection from each enemy hit. This is good if we're surrounded, or, you know, we start to get surrounded, which is something that may happen a lot, especially in Arena. If his axe is out from Thunderstrike, he will first dash to the axe location, doing 50% base damage to enemies he passes through and then executing his spin attack. It's a little bit advanced. You kind of combo those skills together if you do it like that. I think I'm gonna try another one. Merlin looks like fun, though it's a range attacker too. Oh my god, Merlin looks like so much fun though. Oh, I love this kind of wizardry. Oh my gosh, look at these skills. They look like my sort of thing. No, I don't think I'm gonna go for melee yet. An orb of condensed celestial energy grows in size. It travels, dealing damage every point of them, making enemies hit. Enemies marked take additional damage stay within the outer range of Eclipse. Ooh. Let's see. Very similar to Neath. Okay. There's a similarity there. Like this straight path there. Yeah, you wanna get out of its range. If I face whoops, didn't mean to leave that menu. If I face a Merlin, I should keep that in mind. So the passive, every time Merlin casts a spell, he gains a stack of overload. When Merlin next fires a basic attack, it will be augmented with lightning, dealing extra damage to the first enemy. Vortex! Ah, I love the sound of that. Dragonfire / Blizzard. Merlin deploys a field of arcane energy at a location. After a delay, the vortex deals damage and pulls enemies towards the center. Let's see. Kinda brings an enemy stun and makes them move. Okay. There may be something useful for that. That's a bit more of a strategic use of it. Look at that. Merlin quickly teleports a short distance in front of him. Good for escapes. Just different than how I do it with Neith because I gotta face in the direction I'm doing it. Neith, she just like jumps backwards. So it's so easy to get away from enemies very quickly. If you're able to use it. Sometimes they disable it so you can't use it. Just teleporting in front like that. Very short distance from the looks of it. And then the ultimate elemental mastery. Merlin taps into his inner potential, exploding with energy in the stance he is currently attuned to. The stances are the thing I need to... Change stance to fire eyes for more information. It says you have to unlock it though. No, I think I can't play with Merlin. But let me see. During this time, Merlin can choose which stance to enter into next. After the explosion reaches its apex, it collapses in on itself. Enemies are dealt damage from both the explosion, I think that's a typo there. From both the explosion and the implosion and suffer different effects depending on which stance's energy they are being hit by. How do I change the stance here? I think I can't do it here, but I may not even be able to play. Give me a second. Let me see if Merlin is playable. Just gonna do a training quickly with bots. Simple, easy bots to keep it simple. Training, easy bots solo. Honestly, there's something about Smite that I really like. A nice session game. I can see why MOBAs can be so much fun and addicting. Is Merlin available then? It's the rotation, right? So it's available. It's what I thought it was. You can play with them. Oh yeah, and the different voices. I forgot about that. You can play with them even if you haven't unlocked them while they're in rotation. So I'm curious. While the game is starting, since this is against bots, I'm just gonna look it up while the game is ongoing. Give me a second here. I want to see how long this rotation is here for. I'm not sure if I can see where. Oh, and I got a notification on Windows. Your match has begun. That is so helpful. I like it. I mean, you hear the sound, but other than the sound, I also had a visual notification. Like a regular notification in the lower right corner. A nice graphic showing me the match started. That's so nice. I like the look of it. Right now I have a window on top of this. You're not seeing it, but that's where I'm searching for it. Not seeing really any results that tell me how long this rotation is here for. Maybe in-game I can see, but how do I change my stance? What do I do to change the stance then? How to change the stance? That's what I don't get. But yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. What are these items I have on my inventory right now, by the way? What do they do? Your non-ultimate ability cooldowns are reduced by 0.5 seconds every 0.5 seconds for the next 3 seconds. Using this item removes crowd control effects and makes you immune to new ones for 2 seconds. I'm gonna try to remember that. Let's see if we can deal a little bit of damage. Just to start to get used to these skills. Ganesha over here. The announcer... What is that language the announcer is speaking in? Maybe it's because I just saw Ganesha, but it feels like Hindi. Is it Hindi? I have no idea. And also, let's see the ultimate... what was the ultimate like again? Let them kill me, I'm just gonna see. Oh, and I changed my stance, so using the ultimate changes your element? Is that the only way to do it? Well, now I'm on fire. There's something fun about having a different language with the announcer every time. All these games that have different announcers should always have that option of letting you switch between them freely, randomly. Like random mount in an MMO, like random pet. Nearly killed that Arthur there. Let me teleport away. Merlin is slower than Neath overall, but hopefully I'll get used to it. I wanted to do a few... Oh yeah, let me remove that crowd control thing. We're not gonna play this too much. We're gonna get into a regular match in a moment. I think I'm not using some of them properly. Some of the skills properly. Yeah, I want to try using Merlin more. Oh, whoops. No, that's exiting the game. That's exiting the game. Return to lobby. Nearly closed the game for a moment there. I'd rather do this in an actual match with players. So, let's go for that. Okay, it seems Internet Coon is being naughty again. Oh my gosh, it's even worse now. If my dashboard is telling me things are unstable too, then they really are unstable. I'm so sorry everyone if the delay is getting bigger, there's buffering. I do wonder what this would look like on YouTube. We may actually find out tomorrow if we have the same issues or worse on the YouTube stream tomorrow. But, well, in the middle of all this scuff, I'm gonna try to play. Hopefully things are not too bad, the delay is not too bad. Yeah, I'm seeing buffering. In the meantime, let's take a look at some cosmetics for Merlin. Just do some window shopping or something. And we can use Merlin for now. Arcane Advisor. Just got to see that one. Oh, there's Avatar crossovers. Okay. Merlin and Avatar. That's a fun combination. I kind of like it. I like saying the name Merlin. I don't know what it is about it that I just really like. Merlin, Merlin, Merlin. And then all the voices, I don't even know what the different voices are. Well, probably Ang for Avatar. Again, I wish they would let you preview them, even when you locked it in. While you're waiting for the other players to come in. I see there's a Neath. That's good that I went for Merlin then. I hope I do well enough. And we have no issues with... It tells me to pick a role. Fail, just... No, that's not what I meant to do. I thought it was gonna fail the roll automatically. I have no idea what I'm doing. It tells me there's no tank, I think, but... yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, man. Well, hopefully we're doing it right. Cthulhu might be the tank. I don't even know about the rolls and stuff like that. Maybe I need to see that tutorial video as well. I mean, in Conquest it's probably gonna be important to have it that way. But let's try out Merlin. We're against Bacchus, Mercury, Baron, Samedi, Medusa, and Bellona. Nemesis, Merlin, Alquan, Cthulhu, and Neath are on my team. And I am Merlin. Let's go. That sort of magic that Merlin wields, I love it. I love it. Kind of similar to my black magic in Final Fantasy XIV. And 11, for that matter. Very, very similar. And of course, I love the purple default one. That's the default stance you get. Yes, Shikuzu. I hope the stream is not lagging awfully and the delay is not getting bad. What might be good is stopping the stream and then restarting it on the streaming software. But then the VOD probably gets split. I fucking hate that. I don't even know what this would be for YouTube. I think it would split the VOD even worse. Wish you could do something. At least have a streaming software option to just make it resync and skip over the last few minutes, if that's what it takes. But yeah, Mana Camp. Here's the minions. You know, despite having a different announcer every game, there are some things that don't change. Attack speed camp. Let me help my... Oh, never mind. We're gonna go for good damage. We could go for attack speed. It would be better to have higher attack speed, but we're all just going away. We don't want to go for every single camp, necessarily. Careful with this Bacchus. Yeah, I think the ultimate really is the only way to switch stances, because I have it open pretty much all the time. Don't burp at me. Oh man, I am not performing well with Merlin though. Yeah, that's not the best usage of that skill, is it? I need to see the differences in the stances. I think probably fire is the most damaging one. Let's keep on fire then. He's on fire. Into the fire. Ba, 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 bam, ba, bam. Into the fire. Into the fire. Uh-oh. Turn me to stone. The witch. Medusa. I gotta use that teleport better than that, I think. Let's heal. I am doing terribly with Merlin. Let me recenter myself here. What does ice do? I'm thinking fire does more damage because I'm basing it on like Final Fantasy and Elder Scrolls terms. Ice is to recover mana. Fire is to deal more damage. They are definitely different. Let me... Oh, never mind. I can't switch stances now. I probably should switch to another champion in the future. Still do better. The team is kind of winning though. We are pretty much winning, not by a big margin though. This could be turned around any moment as far as I'm concerned, but... This fucking Bacchus though. I don't know what the language is. Is it Russian? I kind of think it's Russian, but I might be completely wrong about that. I don't know. I don't know. Player bot. So I have that thing that disables the names of players, but that looks like it was an actual bot. I don't know. Bad on Samedi here. I don't mind playing with some bots in the team, either my team or the enemy's team, but I'd rather play mostly against players. Even if there's skill differences and all that. Let's get out of there. Time to go back to base. We escorted the Minotaur successfully. We are winning. So it doesn't feel that way for me because I'm not performing that well with Merlin. Probably should have purchased some health potions as well, but that'll do. Let the auto purchases and auto upgrading do their thing here. Oh, that was good. That was some good usage of that skill, I think. Let's switch to fire then. See what I can do with that. Nice stuff, nice stuff. Come on, Bacchus. You're getting too friendly. Getting too close to the enemy base there. Oh, and the Neat killed it. I thought I got that kill. Okay. The skills are different depending on the stance, and I didn't see that because I couldn't see how to switch the stance on the god screen. The god, like, informational screen. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, they are so gonna kill me here. But I wanted to do a little bit of damage. I think that's the first death of the game so far. I mean, my first death of the game. Executed, it said there. Kind of looked like a fatality. Poor Baron Samedi. That's a long respawn timer, though. Yeah, we're about to reach over 100,000 drop frames. Yay! Hopefully the delay is not extreme, Minna. Purchase Divine Ruin, okay. Careful, Cthulhu! Friendly siege minion has spawned. Let's go. That's our Minotaur. I'll keep on fire for a little bit. I don't know what the differences are between the elements though. Yes, I think I should learn a new god. Somebody who's not on rotation, so I can guarantee that I'll continue to play with them no matter what I'm doing. Oh, I see how that fire skill works. Like a couple dragons appear there. I just breathe fire on them on that area that I designate. That's really good. Nice kill, nice kill. I'm glad I got that one. Let's get out of there. We don't want to go too deep into the enemy base. As more enemies come. Careful with Bakuzu. Whoa, they somebody did something on me. My movement was weird for a moment. Or maybe that was an internet issue, I don't know. Let's get back to base. I want to purchase some health potions. And well, also recover health. Double kill. Well done, well done. Ao Kwang. What is this item? Invulnerable to damage and healing for 1.5 seconds. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Let's keep going. I forgot about the Minotaur we were supposed to be escorting. Don't even know if it made it through. There was one that spawned like a minute ago, I think. I got that kill. Cool, cool, cool. I don't think I did most of that damage there. Should have put those dragons a bit further than that. Come get burned, Mercury. That was nice. That wasn't so bad. Yes, you two get burned, Bacchus, but I'm gonna get killed. That was kind of close, though. That was kind of close. I might have been able to assist nicely in a kill. While I'm respawning, just gonna remind you about Internet Kun. Once again, Internet Kun has earned itself coal for this year's Christmas. You naughty, naughty boy. Now, let's, we're gonna switch over now to ice. Minions have reached our portal though, that's not good. We are winning though, we are winning. Whoa, that Bacchus player is good though. What does ice do though? Bullizardo, let's go. We gotta kill that Minotaur! Ah! Right next to the portal. Come on, come on, come on. Focus on me. Focus on me. Yes. No, 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 no. Don't go there. Don't go there. Lay all your love on me. Yes. Right next to the portal. That was so close. That was so close. What is it that I have to do exactly to prevent the Minotaur from advancing and instead fighting me? When I started moving, that's when he kind of started moving. So maybe that's what I have to avoid. I don't know. Maybe it slows down their movements. That's another thing it may do there. Let's be careful here. We want to back down a little bit, I think. Let's kill those minions. Feeling a bit cold, are we? Baron Samedi? Get frosty. Frosty! Or perhaps I should switch to fire and make it be toasty. That's a Mortal Kombat reference, by the way. Here, let's make them frosty. Back to just smashing down on people with his belly. We are just flexing on them, being so close to their base. Might be time for me to return to base, to our own base soon, though. Wow, I have no idea what happened there, but I unlocked an achievement at the same time I did that. Yeah, I did some things with Merlin's skills. That's what did it. We're gonna switch back to the purple stance. The purple magic stance. One of our players disconnected, I just noticed. That's a shame. So we have over 100,000 drop frames. Whew. But the games themselves don't seem to be lagging. I'd rather have the games lag than the stream just get delayed like this, honestly. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm apologizing, though it's not my fault, but I feel like it's the least I can do. Oh yeah, respawning now. Guzon. We shall use the ultimate here in a moment. The cold has been great, but let's get back to my nice purple magic. Or not, because the game is over. So I want to learn another champion. I want to learn a melee champion of some sort. Don't want to rely too much on range like that. Nice victory though, mostly a carry from the teammates, I think. Just trying my best though, trying to use my skills to the best I can, to the best of my abilities, and prevent minions and minotaurs from crossing over. Killing players if I can. Killing their minions. But that works out. Level up on the battle pass, level 15. $17 rewards earned. 1,000 favor, very nice. 4,000 viewer points. What? Wait a minute. What are viewer points? Is that because I'm streaming it? Huh. I need to learn more about that. I'm gonna have to search for it right now, so give me a second. Raid matchmaking. I'm gonna put it at... How balanced did you feel this game's matchmaking was? You know what? No, I'm not sure. I was going to put it at like 4 because it seems like I was with people of around my skill level, but I'm not sure actually. That Bacchus was quite advanced. Few of them were around my skill level. I was able to get some good kills, but I feel like I was carried by the team. To be fair, I mean, I'm learning a new character. I wasn't familiar with Merlin. So, viewer points, what is that? What are viewer points? Viewer points on partner channels will accrue at exactly the same rate they do for the SMITE game channel. No. What is viewer points? What are viewer points? For the esports viewer points store. Esports tab. I did see that tab, but... So somebody's saying you likely picked up the viewer points for a new Battle Pass level, or you've been watching a SMITE stream on Mixer or Twitch. This was said 3 years ago. They're mentioned in Mixer, but probably beyond 3 years ago. But well, not 4 years, but over 3 years ago or so. Maybe 2019 or 2020, but before. I think it was in 2020 that Mixer went down. I do miss Mixer. Has some nice things in it. But what was I gonna say? I wonder how VTubing would be in Mixer. It went down before VTubing started exploding. In the English spheres, at least. We need more platforms. We need more platforms for better competition and for more fun. I know. When it comes to Japanese, there are some others that have a lot of like VTubers more than they have regular streamers, live action streamers. That is, regular streamers is not a good way to refer to them. So my dashboard is telling me this the internet is stable. Hopefully the delay is not too big. I guess a 2-3 minute delay, if that's what you have, hopefully, is manageable. But yeah. No, never mind. The dashboard is telling me it's unstable too. But I think I got viewer points from just the Battle Pass level up. That would be really cool if it recognizes that you're streaming it somehow. And you get viewer points for being a streamer. In a way. Now, if Twitch is telling you that there's drops for this by watching me, well, thank you for choosing my stream, scuffed as it may be right now because of the internet issues. For that, then yeah, get your drops, get your stuff. Speaking of getting things, yeah, I think I got some things in here I can claim. Cutesy avatar. Okay. I think I was supposed to choose one of them, not just claim the first one that I saw. But how do I open chests? I see I have 4 chests. Where are the chests? Oh, this is the chest. But how do I open it? I'm kind of confused. Still so new to the game, all things considered. Okay, battle avatar. Okay, no, that's the chest and it opens one thing. Touch monkey avatar, okay. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the interface. Okay, gingerbread man avatar, I like it. I like it. Spain flag. You need to unlock the flags? They should just make all the flags free, honestly. There's some other games that are like that. I think Apex might be one of them, where you can just use any flag you want for free. Like, yeah. That's the thing that should be for free from the get-go, in my opinion. Battle cosmetic though, let's see. Lord of the Bifrost loading screen. I think I want random loading screens, let's see. Heavenly Hymns music theme. And pick your own booster. Pick a chest item of your choice. Ooh. Oh, Faber team booster. I think I want the voice pack. Let's see what the voice pack is like. I don't really know what some of the other things are. Voice pack team booster. Wait, what did that do? I don't get it. So it's still telling me I have 3 chests in the lower right. I don't see them though, I think. No. And I gotta claim these rewards I got now. 3,000 favor. Cool. Pick your own god. Oh. Maybe I can get Merlin like that? Is that what you get when you do that? We're gonna have to get to another level on that. I see a lot of notifications. 3 days remaining for the battle pass apparently, or quest. No, I think it's for the quests, not for the battle pass itself. Where do I see the battle pass itself then? The fact that I'm level 15, or was it level 5? No, I don't know where to look at that. These sorts of things, I think if I want to get more familiarized with them, I should do them off the stream. Nice though. Some points as rewards, unlocks, we got all these things. These, I need to take a look at where I can equip them. Actually, I think this screen I can equip some of those things. Where can I do that? Loadout, I think it's in loadout. Right. I want to equip something else now. This kind of looks nice. I like this cat though. I like this cat. Fanart Sashimi Neko. I like it. Frame of Truth loading frame. The only one I have available besides default. So I keep it. Random loading screen. Yeah. Now I actually have random loading screens to choose from. Well, sort of. It's only one, but yeah, random pedestal, ward skin. Let it be random. Jump stamp. I don't know what that is. Global emote. I guess keep it at default. I don't know what you do with that. Recall skin. Let it be random. This is free fall. That should be fun to look at. Random announcer pack. So Brazilian, Portuguese, French, German. I think I was very wrong about those languages. And Russian. No, I think I did get Russian right, but the other one, yeah. It was probably German or Brazilian Portuguese. I got it completely wrong. Incon. Funny. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking this, but I'm talking about getting languages wrong, and then I see this muzzled owl. Keep feeling like Duolingo's just flexing on me. Even if it's not a green owl, it still kind of feels that way. But Incon, I think this is a streamer maybe. Jeff and Bara, Rexy. And those are the ones I have. The other ones have to be unlocked. Bart, this looks like a streamer. Chef Balkan, this looks like a character. Constable Moose Jaw. Japanese! Oh my gosh, I love to hear the Japanese announcer. I could unlock it, but I'd rather save the gems I have. The few gems I have right now. I don't know, I'm very tempted to get that Japanese one and listen to it. And then I also have Ramerica. What is that thing? Because it doesn't take that much to... Nice. Quadra kill. Mikata ga kill sareta. I think they said an ally has been killed. Either an ally killed someone or an ally got killed. Enzoku kiru. What does Enzoku mean? I don't understand that, but I've heard those words before. Iseki goto. The Japanese learning scene is supposed to be tomorrow, but here we are. No, I'm gonna leave that for later if I unlock it. HUD theme, there's nothing here for me. Level up skin, nothing. There's no death mark. Title, I guess keep it random. Cape, what is a cape? And for booster, let's see. Do I have these? I don't know. I don't understand how to use this part. It's okay though. All right, that's what I wanted to take a look at. Now let's see. Let's learn another god, one that is not on rotation. Then, which one could be good? Maybe Bacchus, Kerberos, Cerberus, Kukulkan. Let's see Yemoja. Water goddess. No, I want one that is melee. Let's take a look at Nemesis. Yes, this looks melee to me. Physical, assassin, Greek. Greek-based god. Nemesis holds the scales of balance. Hitting enemies with basic attacks tips the scales in her favor, reducing her target's physical and magical power, and increasing hers. Cool, cool, cool. Nemesis dashes in line, dealing damage to enemies in her path, and may dash again within 2 seconds. She may use best attacks and abilities between the dashes. Nemesis swings her blade... wait, let's see it in motion. I'm not gonna go with bots to test Nemesis. I'm gonna go into another arena. And I believe after that, we're finally gonna go into Joust. Not before watching a video. And then Conquest. Even if the internet is being unstable, we're gonna give it a try anyway. Dealing damage in an area in front of her. Enemies in the center of her swing are struck for twice the damage and slowed for 2 seconds. Nemesis activates temporary shield or that protects her from set amount of damage or until time expires. A percentage of incoming damage from gods is healed and reflected back to the source. Hard crowd control effects remove the shield. Okay. Nemesis chooses a single enemy god, reducing their health and movement speed and stealing a portion of their protections for a time period. Alright. I'm not gonna look at them, I'm just gonna use them. I just want to get back into the games already. So, let's go for another good old arena. Let's do our best. Ganbarimasu minna. If I can choose Nemesis, I'll just go back to Neith, or I might just do Merlin again. Why not? I guess I could just choose a god randomly, but I gotta see what the skills actually do. At least read them, and I'm not gonna read them in-game, because that would just take time away. I see that it says the Battle Pass has maybe 56 hours left. No, those are the quests, never mind. Where do I see the Battle Pass? Still couldn't find it. What little I knew of this game, I already forgotten. Because yeah, last time I played it was September. I can't believe that. It's been how many months now? Let me get Nemesis locked first. I don't need to pick a role, do I? I know the role is assassin, but yeah. Again, I'll need to learn about those roles. For that matter, I'd like to see what Neith is like. What is her role? I don't know what the roles do. Something like tank, I can get it. Guardian. But the others, I don't really know. I think I kind of have an idea. Assassin probably kills enemies in a stealth way or is able to stealth away from enemies, although Nemesis doesn't do that from the skills I saw. It's okay though. We have over 137,000 drop frames. It's been a while since I've seen that many drop frames. I hope it's a while until I see that again. Somebody already put mage as the role. Most people are not really picking a role. But I wonder, I think in Joust and Conquest that's gonna become important. Oh yes, she holds the scales of balance. Nemesis, Hera, Ishtar, Eset, and Nox versus Hachiman, Cernunnos, Hades, Izanami, and Hercules. I probably read one of those names wrong. Maybe it's Cernunnos. Every single god is a different one. No repeats. Let's go. Let's go. だから限界バトル叩きつけて傷ついたっていいんじゃないタイムリミットまで諦めないぜそうさ Look at that, I see Rocco. What was the name of Rocco? I forget what the animal was called. What? something wallaby? Something like that.
The scales of balance have shifted.
But yeah, Rocco.
Tip them back.
From Rocco's Modern Life. I actually did watch the special they did. Well, it's probably already been a year or two since that, but maybe more, but yeah. It was great to see. They did some really good things with that special. Some unexpected things, but that also makes sense. You want to attack us already, do you? They're distracting us away from the boost enemies, whatever you call them. Aha! Let me get a little bit of shielding. And in the meantime, see if I can defeat an enemy. The enemy here in the mana camp. I'm not using that dash as well as I should, am I? Let's get the damage camp as well. An enemy is coming from the attack speed camp. What are you doing? I think it's best if we don't allow them to get that. I mean, it's on our side, so can they still get that if it's on our side? That's kind of weird. Let me get back to base. I need to get back. Oh, shoot. Didn't even see Hades here. I think I just wasted that leaf. That golden leaf might be good. I don't know. And we're on the red team this time, by the way. I thought your team was always blue, but no, I think we're on the red team here.
This will aid me.
Let's purchase a few things here. Hold on. This is teleport. Okay. Movement speed increase. That's good then. That I used it when I did. Are we the blue team or the red team? We are the red team. We are the red team. Yeah. I've never been the red team before, I think. Whoa. I mean, we gotta get close to the enemies. Right? I'm melee. But man, I'm not used to being melee. Being so close to the enemies, and I'm the first death of the game. Ouch. Or no, wait. Am I? No, I think I am. Somebody also got killed on the enemy team, like at the same time I got killed. We got the Spanish announcer, by the way. I can translate some of the things they're saying. See, that's also why I want a Japanese announcer. As part of my Japanese journey, I want to translate the things they're saying. Well, if I can, and man, I suck at this. You disappeared under embarrassing circumstances. Ouch! No need to throw shade, announcer! No need to get so harsh. Come here, Hercules. My god, did you see that? Relentless pursuit. Just really wanting to kill our friend there. But we send that Hercules to the great beyond. Back to Olympus. Back to your father. Double kill. I was about to do my ultimate, but I picked the wrong skill and I couldn't do anything. Oh, that was rotten. Let's continue though. Yeah, if I can continue using Neith and maybe Merlin, that would probably be better. Nemesis is just not for me, or I guess melee is not for me. It's difficult. It's difficult to do this right. Melee versus melee. Nice sword fight with Hercules here. So the dash, I gotta use the dash mostly for running away or something. I don't think I'm getting it right. Dealing damage to enemies in her path and may dash again within 2 seconds. Yeah, not quite doing the dash right, I think. Gotta be careful with that. And those minions. It's best if we just kill them right there. Nip that in the bud, so to speak. Well, nipping something in the bud would be more like killing them right as they spawn. That's more accurate. This is the opposite of that. We got a player leaving the game on our side, sadly.
Bring it on.
That's somebody disconnecting in every single game so far. That sucks. Hit that Cernunos there, but I think I didn't use that quite well. Ouch! Izanami's on a killing spree. I was the third kill in that killing spree. Melee is so difficult for me. Getting so close to the enemies really doesn't work out for me. Enemy siege minion spawn, that's not good. Hopefully that's the right way to use that skill I used there. They're kicking my ass though. Oh my god. This is not working out well. I think I'm not gonna use Nemesis again.
This will tip the scale.
May not be melee necessarily that I struggle with, but rather just Nemesis herself. Time to kill that Minotaur. Don't let it go through. No. Stop and fight me. Damn it. What do you have to do to make it stop and fight you? I don't get it. Wow, I have no idea what the fuck even happened there. I'm kinda dashing, something damaged me and absolutely murdered me. No idea what's going on. But we are winning so far. Are we really on the red team though? Red still shows up on the right side, but yeah, I think we are still red. Red as I thought. Oh, Ishtar 7 has returned, nice. Not nice that I got killed again, but... Yes, this player returned. Welcome back. Hopefully you're able to join the game again. Like that. Let me see what this does. Again. Teleport. Okay. Wow, it's just that they just one hit kill me or something. They kill me so fast, I have no idea why. That's why keeping my distance is better for me. Then I don't know. Then I avoid damage more, right? But this though, oh man, this sucks. Come Hades. They do something on me. Maybe I'm just unlucky and I'm getting ultimate after ultimate every single time they damage me. Man, they damage me so much. What's going on? It really hurts. I'll try another enemy. I think I'm gonna go back to Chak and see how I feel about it. But I get the feeling that if I'm bad with Nemesis, I'm gonna be worse with Chak. I don't know. I gotta get close to them. I gotta go melee. But when I get close to them, I just expose myself to so much damage. Ah, well. Nothing else to it. I try my best to figure out what's going on. I have no fucking idea still. So we'll just carry on. Takara genkai batoru tatakuzukete Kisu tsuitate in janai Time limit made Akirame nai sou sa Kowasa shirazu za genkai batoru ga tobashite Moetsuki ra saikou janai Sekai juu ga kono jidai ga sa Omae to ride on 諦めないトラップの壁立ちはだかって運命が揺さぶられても I think what's also happening is that the enemy team is they just have very skilled players. Extremely skilled players. That Izanami player is killing it. Like, it's not just me they're killing. They're all like on this big 7 enemy kill spree. I got a kill there though, nice. That's all I'm asking for, at least 1 kill. Let's go. On certain circumstances, I can see that I don't perform that badly, honestly. Let me see. Single reducing their health and movement speed still in the percentage point in the time period. Okay, movement speed also increased. The respawn timers are not that long though. That's good. And we're still winning, I think. We are red, right? We are red. What kind of throws me off is that is that it appears on the right side of the screen still. I thought it might have moved. Even though we're red, you know, it still moves it to be on the left side for the team you are. But this shows you how much it sucks. I die even in this safe area, my god. And that Hercules just goes in and goes hard at it.
Minions have reached your portal.
Leave those minions. Lead those minions away from the portal, though. That's what I meant to say. Oh, careful. I think I do go into some damage areas that I should avoid. Friendly siege minions spawned. Let's try to escort it. Maybe I can at least try to do that. I need some health potions, though. But we'll try it like this. We'll try it like this. I see you coming. Or not. I'm going towards the Minotaur. Wow.
I did not expect.
I tried using my ultimate. I think I kind of used it, but man, what the fuck is going on sometimes? But I think the Minotaur was able to cross. I did my duty. I did my duty. If I can at least be a bloody distraction, I'll be that. Hades is probably immune during that skill. That might have been its ultimate. Nah. An enemy Minotaur is coming. I should go buy some health potions. Akiramenai torabu no kabe dashi hadakate unmei ga yusaburarete mo make o shinai kono fieldo ni subete o kakeyou erabareshi mono no okori ga sakebu New force, 新しい力を Find oneself, 逃げつけるたびに過ぎるけぬこの快感もっと限界バトルぶつけ合って I get... Okay, that was a defeat, so we were the blue team. I'm so fucking confused. What even happens sometimes in this game? I don't know. As much as I love trying out new games, it is really, really funky. How I don't even know half of what's going on. I hope it's at least entertaining, though. Just watching me... I don't know, just blabbering all sorts of nonsense. Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in the game. But, so we are on the left side. We are blue, even though our portal was red. How does that work? I don't get it. I don't get that. But okay, well, gotta put on the learning hat. Let's take a look at the Bloody Beginner's Guide. This is what happens when I'm gone for so long in a game that I didn't even learn that much. So let me see.
Hello, and welcome to SMITE. We're so excited for you to continue your journey into the battleground of the gods. The best way to become better at SMITE is to understand the gods. In SMITE, there's an ever-growing number of gods and goddesses for you to choose from, depending on your team composition and game mode. Each god has its own defining characteristics and skill mode. Now, there are several game modes available to play in SMITE, but if you're new here, we recommend starting with Arena. Arena is an open map that plays like a team deathmatch, where each team starts with 500 tickets, and the first team to 0 tickets loses. For more information on this mode, check out the Get Started Arena strategies and objectives. We suggest that you move from Arena to Joust, our 3v3 mode that incorporates aspects of lanes and structure defenses, including a tower, phoenix, and a titan. For more information on this mode, check out the Get Started Joust video. Then there's also Conquest, our most competitive game mode. Conquest is the ultimate struggle between good and evil atop Mount Olympus. It's a 5v5 game that is our most competitive mode and has 3 lanes, 6 towers, 3 phoenixes, and a titan. Work your way through the fog-filled jungle.
What even are those things?
Destroy the enemy team's titan to achieve victory. This mode is best for our most skilled players. For more information on this mode, check out the Get Started Conquest video. Plus, there are a lot of other exciting game modes available in SMITE, such as Match of the Day, Assault, and themed maps throughout the year. We recommend that you check out the game mode Assault, a 5 vs 5 game mode where the god you play is chosen at random.
I like the sound of that, though.
Check out the Get Started Assault video. As you saw in the tutorial, you can buy all kinds of items that can increase your damage, defend against enemy attacks, turn on auto buy. So make sure to go back to the fountain when you have earned enough gold for the next item. Another thing to be aware of is your abilities. Each god has 4 unique abilities that can be leveled up as you gain experience throughout the game. If you don't know which order to level up your abilities, you can also turn on auto skills, which level up your abilities automatically. As you play through each game mode, you will earn favor. a currency that can be used to unlock additional gods and skins, and experience, which will unlock mastery skins once you hit
Though gems are important too.
levels 1, 5,
Necessary.
and 10 with that god. You can unlock all present and future gods at once by purchasing the Ultimate God Pack. Plus, unlock skins for free by following our social channels. We're so excited for you to be a part of the SMITE community. Every year, we host a SMITE World Championship in Atlanta, Georgia. Sure to keep up with so if you have anything to say,
What I don't get is why we spawned on the red side. Even our portal was red. When we got defeated, it showed the red portal being destroyed, I think. But our team score was blue. Why? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Can somebody explain how the hell does that work? We are on the red side, but our team scores look blue? So fucking weird. Maybe I misunderstood something. Well, whatever. Let's try Joust. I do want to try the other game modes, so I don't think we're gonna do much with them. Still gotta learn more of the game. Relearn some things, I would
Hey
say.
gods and goddesses! Joust is a great entry point for those interested in the traditional laned MOBA. In this 3v3 mode, there's only one lane protected by a tower and a phoenix. Surrounding the lane are jungle camps. Each team has a speed, mana, and XP camp on their side. In addition, there's a shared damage camp and XP camp. Be sure to keep an eye on all the jungle camps as they add strategic advantages to your gameplay. Players begin at level 3. Be sure to upgrade your abilities and buy items while in your spawn fountain. You may return to your base at any time during the match to spend your gold on more items and to refill your health and mana. If you're not used to upgrading abilities and buying items, turn on auto skill and auto purchase. The objective of the game is to destroy the enemy team's Titan. However, in order to defeat the Titan, you must first destroy the tower, the first line of defense, and the Phoenix, the second line of defense. Note, while the tower can be completely destroyed, the Phoenix will respawn after a certain amount of time. A special game mechanic in Joust is the Demon King located on the side of the map. The team that defeats the Demon King will receive a special buff for a short time. In addition, the foremost defense structure will be disabled for the buff's duration. For example, after defeating the Demon King, if the enemy team's tower has already been destroyed, the Phoenix will be disabled, giving you a great advantage. If the enemy team's tower has not been destroyed, the tower will be disabled instead. Defeating the Demon King is an important objective to the game, but beware.
Mao.
The Demon King is the strongest monster in Joust.
Mao, Demon
Be sure
King.
to defeat it with your teammates or be able to apply a lot of damage by yourself. Once the enemy team's Titan is destroyed, you win! Celebrate with your team and queue again.
I'm
Enjoy the
remembering this.
battleground of the gods.
I love the animation of the Titan being defeated. Well, yeah, it tells you the basic things. So I'm gonna try to keep relying on Neith. If not, I'll try Merlin. If somebody picks Neith before me. I don't think I do well with Nemesis at all. I really don't think so. But on future, yeah, this is also why I want to do more Smite streams. I want to try out the other gods, keep learning a new god every stream maybe, if I do keep having Smite every week or so. Who knows? Yeah, Neith. Let's go for her default skin now. I've been using the other one for a while. So, what role is Neith supposed to be? Shoot, I should have checked that. Because they're all picking roles of some sort. I think she would be Hunter, at least from the symbol of Hunter. Well, I hope I don't drag the team down too much. It's not like we're playing ranked anyway, so everything should be fine in that sense. I hope it's a fun experience for everyone, no matter what. I'm trying to figure out just what the hell is going on sometimes, like in the last game, but I am having fun overall. What I never want to hit is that point of frustration in which it doesn't feel like I'm accomplishing anything, which is not what I had last game. Sometimes, because you don't know what the blazes is going on, you don't feel like you're accomplishing anything. You feel like you're hitting buttons, keys, clicking the mouse maybe, but nothing is actually happening, or there's too many things happening and you can't tell anything. That's the feeling I never want to have. And it's a feeling that may come when you're learning a game. It's really difficult sometimes to judge whether it's a point you feel like you can get over by just practicing more, learning the game more and stuff like that, or if it's really like something that, I don't know, somebody's gotta teach you step by step, like you gotta go with a coach or something. So yeah, I'm in the Teens Fountain. I can tell the other players know what they're doing. But yeah, actually, yeah, I am going to purchase some potions here. Nobody's moving. The fact that the team is not moving, I'm just gonna follow people's leads. I don't want to do anything bad. Our Titan looks kind of nice though. They're heading for the Demon King. I gotcha, Pele. Pele? How do you say the name of this person? Mao, Demon King. Never mind. I will say this, if I do feel like Joust, Conquest, and those kinds of game modes are too much for me, way too beyond me, then what I'm gonna do is just wait it until I stream those game modes again on Smite and learn them off the stream by watching videos, reading articles, maybe playing with someone who teaches me. I see a Neath on their team. Because I think one of the last times I played it here, they also had a Neath on their team. Revenue up! I also need to really learn the range of my arrows, because I don't think I'm quite getting that right. We need to heal. But do we have to go all the way back to heal? It seems like a long way back, but it maybe was necessary. Recall back to base. Is there a way to recall back to base? Automatically? Like, it's probably faster than what I'm doing, if there is such a way.
Oh, that is so cool.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Feel like that's what I need to do. I could open maybe an article to take a brief look at how to do certain things in Joust and Conquest. Just don't want to take too long with it. Also, why I sped up some of the videos we were watching. It's not like they're long videos, but you know, whatever time we can save is better. I think that ultimate skill doesn't work on the tower. I think it's just on another god. Ah, I keep using the wrong potion. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. You can purchase things while you're dead. I didn't know that. Alright. I think we got the French announcer. Again, any tips are more than welcome in the chat. For this absolute Smite noob. I wonder what it will be like when I play League. At last. Will it feel like, I don't know what the hell is going on as well? You think it will feel the same way? I may have learned Smite very well by that point. I really don't know. I'm kind of tempted to just play League very soon anyway. Before I've learned more of Smite. At least to the point in which I want to learn it, in which I know how things work in the game. I know how a MOBA game works. That's the point I want to reach. Instead of being completely clueless as to a lot of the things that are going on here. We are kind of pushing them back though, like we're forcing them and we're able to damage the tower here and there. They haven't been able to get to our tower that much. There's a sort of strategy I'm developing here. Oh no, that's not where I meant to spawn that. Whoops. Whoops. They are able to get a lot of kills from us, but we're the ones pushing forward further. They haven't been... Well, actually, they have damaged our tower a little bit. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Mutsukashi kedo ganbarimasu. It's difficult, but I'm trying my best. That's why I told you I suck at this. Feels like no, it's not one of those things you can learn by just playing it. At least not for me. Like, they tell me the basics, but they're far from being enough. I gotta take a look at some strategy guide or something. Oh man, we are so gonna lose. Somebody got disconnected, so... We keep getting people disconnected, though to be fair, I think there have been some games in which some of the enemies have disconnected as well, but... We just keep getting such a huge disadvantage, that's just frustrating. Now that is frustrating, that's something I don't want either. Now it's just boring and... Just a boring way to lose, and... Wish they could replace it with somebody else, or at least replace it with a bot. As it stands, it's a 3v2. We're gonna get demolished. Oh. Oh, that knee messed up my shot. I didn't know you could do that. But I think something she did kind of moved me and I couldn't do the shot right. I don't even know what happened. She stunned me. I think maybe she used an item. No, not valid to coolers are reduced, but that using this crowd control effects. Yeah, I don't know what she did to me. Because I'm Neith and I know her skills and I know there's no way to stun people unless it's the ultimate. Well, there goes the tower. This is just like the last game. We are getting destroyed and I try my best, but I don't really know what the fuck to do. I'm gonna see if I can search some sort of strategy guide. The thing is, I don't want to watch some 15-minute video or something. We don't have time for that. Even if I weren't streaming, I gotta tell you, I usually don't have the patience for tutorial videos of any sort. I always speed up through them. Because, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling, like, something about tutorial videos makes me feel like the time is not mine. If I'm reading, it feels like I'm not taking as much time as watching, like I could make it faster. Maybe I'm not reading things as faster than a tutorial video would take me, but... How is she stunning me? Is she really using the ultimate that much? Maybe she is. The Demon King is over there. Mao. Wagga Mo. Come in like that, Geo. Now you see, that's another thing to do in a collab. You could get the Demon King. I don't know if you can actually do... So I know there's skins for existing gods and stuff like that, right? But... I don't think I've ever seen a collab in which... Fortnite is the closest I've seen, but... Would be really cool if they had a collab in which... they had even the enemies and the maps come from the thing they're collabing with, right? So they could have the Demon King show up as Kamen Rider Geo. Let's go. Kamen Rider collab, you see? There's no shortage of great things that can be done with that. They can stun you even while you're charging for the ultimate. That's not fair. Not so much of an ultimate if you can be stunned while you're charging that. That feels like it needs a buff. Makes sense though, because you can also just release it before it fully charges for diminished effects, but still feels unfair that they're able to do something to you while you're charging it. It's an ultimate, like, it should be very powerful. You should be immune to those sorts of things. Well, that was a complete loss. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't completely my fault in this case, because we got an unfortunate disconnection. But alright, let's see, let me find, I'm just gonna see how to play Joust. I know I was told how to play it, but that doesn't really tell me much. How to win 3v3 Joust in Smite. Let's see, I see a website here. I'm not showing it on the screen right now, but... Typically, construct team is essential in 3v3. I get the feeling also that maybe this is more difficult than the actual 5v5, because we're less people. I don't know. Okay. This composition consists of a tank or guardian, a mage, and a hunter or assassin. A mage will push the minion wave effectively, the hunter or assassin will provide damage necessary to secure kills, and a tank or guardian will protect the two while providing crowd control and buff camp control. Some good means for Jazz are Mercury, Artemis, Ymir, Freya, Alquang, Sobek, among others. Huh. Okay. Starting items. I don't even know. I'm automatically purchasing things. Yeah, this tutorial is saying things that are way beyond me, like about the things you should not purchase, the things you should purchase. I gotta start learning like a textbook. I gotta memorize what I should purchase and what I shouldn't purchase. Remember it and then apply that knowledge while I'm playing. I can't really learn that in the middle of a stream like that. When the game starts to get there, that's when I don't continue playing a game. It takes way too much studying. You actually have to study to learn. Like, I get it. There's different kinds of games and all that, but if I can't learn it while playing and I have to study, like actually read, memorize, remember, that's when I probably don't continue with that game. Not saying like the game has flaws because of it, but it's just personally for me. Maybe the game itself that is like that for everybody who's new to it, or it may be me. It's difficult to say which is which. All the guys that can utilize the width of the lane well are Sobek, Neath, and newbie Sues or any guy. Okay. Few distinct features of this map will have certain situations. One unique feature of the map is that the entryways from each jungle on either side in the lane. What does jungle mean? I hear that term so much for MOBAs. What does it mean? Do tell me in the chat, maniacs. It's always appreciated. Though in the meantime, I am reading what I can. Again, I'm seeing it in the tab. It's not showing on the screen, but let's see. This overhang can be levered against gods like Thor, Apollo, and Thanatos. See, this is what I want the matchmaking to do. I want the matchmaking to consider how much of a beginner I am. Like, baby beginner, toddler, sperm. Like, yeah. That level of beginner. But I think it just has to do with the player base. There aren't that many players that are at that level of beginner. At least that's what I'm guessing. Otherwise, yeah, I gotta rate the matchmaking low if I can't really be with players who are figuring it out as much as I am. Everybody else in that game knew what they were doing, including my teammates. I was the only one who didn't know what the fuck was going on. So Big Neath and Newbie Sues, any guy that has a skill shot in a straight line. Merlin could be good. But I don't even know what they're telling me here. No, this guy doesn't help me. I really don't get it. I see something here. You're playing jousting correctly. Let's fix that. But this is for people who already know what they're doing, actually. Don't get mad if Freya kills you in 4 hits. That is what she does. That sounds unbalanced. But something about the tower not... Going back to the damn base. Do it all the time. Stop sitting in lane. What are you even doing? If the creeps are down and haven't respawned and the jungle is cleared out and the enemy blue, risk isn't worth it if the game is there, and then go back. Is there a way to go back quickly? Let me search that quickly. I'm not seeing any results that tell me anything. I search how to go back to camp, joust, smite. And doesn't tell me anything. There's apparently, okay, either the way I searched it didn't help or there's no way to teleport back. Like, you really just run back, which takes quite a while. But okay, I'm learning. I think some of these things I'm learning are for MOBAs in general. See, I'm curious to see if League is harder to learn than this. If I'll feel the same way playing League as I am Smite right now. Let me search. So I'm searching what is jungle. The jungle refers to the area of the map that surrounds the lanes. But what is a lane? There are a lot of trees here, lower invisibility, and the pathways are curving and seldom straight. If someone says they are going jungling, it means they plan to kill the creeps in the forest in order to level up and gain buffs. I think I kind of got that. Okay, a lane is just the straight roads. It's a lane, right? It's a road. For me, they look like roads, like, you know, roads that people pave. It makes sense when you say it that way. Like, you know, it's like just regular civilization. You have roads in the middle of the wilderness. Jungle is wild. There's no roads there. It's kind of hard to trace it. And the paved roads, or, well, they don't have to be paved, but, you know, roads made by people. Ah, yeah, okay. Straight paths. No, I'm seeing maps also of Mostly these are League of Legends maps, but I think they're applicable for Smite as well. So I think I'm getting it. The other one I really want to play is Pokemon Unite. I saw some Pokemon Unite results that also, I think, teach me... Oh, poor Neath has been suffering here on the screen for a while. Let's get out of here. That also tell me some things. Honestly, I just want to jump into Conquest. Just say, screw it, let's just jump into it. I don't know, I feel like some things I might learn better from Conquest than from Joust. You know me, the more the merrier. I'd rather play with more players than few.
Conquest is the ultimate struggle between order and chaos.
We are about to head to 200,000 drop frames, by the way.
Top Mount
Good God.
Olympus. It's a 5v5 traditional MOBA game mode.
I think the delay has gotten just insane. Let me refresh my dashboard and see what it is. It's still on the Neath screen as I'm looking things up on Google, etc. Yeah. The thing is, everybody needs to refresh. So try to refresh. You're probably seeing this several minutes after I say it, but do try to refresh on your device. And I'm sorry about that, everyone.
Most competitive. The Conquest map has 3 lanes, each with a set of 2 towers and a phoenix that guard the final objective of this game mode.
What are those chess piece icons? 2 towers. Which ones are the towers? These are not the towers because they said there's 2 of them, right?
Each with a set of 2 towers and a phoenix that guard the final objective of this game mode, the enemy Titan.
The
A
Titan.
balanced team and coordination between players will be your key to success in this game mode.
Oh my god.
To get started, you'll want to determine your role. There are 5 roles in Conquest: support, jungle, mid, solo, and carry. These roles are usually filled by one of the 5 classes in Smite: Guardian, Assassin.
Wait.
Filled by one of the 5 classes in Smite: Guardian.
Let me see. Yeah, I haven't done any Guardians yet. Assassin. So Nemesis is Assassin. What does Assassin do? I'm gonna have to see.
Mage.
Mage. Merlin is definitely Mage.
Warrior.
Warrior.
And Hunter.
Hunter, I figured Neath would be here, but yeah, there she is. There she is.
Respectively. When queuing for Conquest, you'll be assigned one of these 5 roles to play for that specific match. It's very important to have players in all of these roles and to have a good balance of classes with a fair amount of both physical and magical damage on your team. When the game starts, generally the carry and support roles will team together and start in the long or duo lane, which is on the Gold Fury side of the map. The towers in this lane are the furthest apart from each other. The mid role will start in the middle lane. The player in the solo role will start in the short or solo lane on the Fire Giant side of the map. The towers in this lane are the closest in proximity to each other. And finally, the jungler will start by their speed or yellow buff in the jungle. In lane, your main focus should be killing the enemy's minion waves. If you have time between killing minion waves, you can either attack your opponent, kill a nearby jungle camp, or attack the enemy tower. Be careful to not extend too far into enemy territory, or you may fall victim to a surprise attack or gank from the enemy team. Junglers should focus on killing jungle camps as quickly as possible, and then rotate to other lanes to share XP until your jungle camps have respawned. Junglers can also gank lanes in between killing jungle camps to try and give an edge to their teammates. Players earn gold and experience from killing minions, jungle monsters, and enemy gods. After collecting enough gold, head back to base and buy items to enhance your god's
Wait a minute. Did they teleport back to base?
After collecting enough gold,
you can teleport back to base.
Head back to base and buy items to enhance your god's abilities. We recommend using auto buy or the recommended items tab until you get comfortable with the item store. As you start to gain items and levels, group up with your team to defeat jungle bosses like the Gold Fury and Fire Giant. These jungle bosses will give your team bonuses including gold, experience, or even buffs that make your god stronger. With every enemy structure that stands tall, the Titan has increased health. You'll need to work together with your team to methodically destroy the enemy's towers and phoenixes, before making your final push into the enemy base to destroy their Titan and claim victory on the battleground.
Alright, this changes my mind. I really didn't want to play Conquest today, no matter how I did. But it's extremely complex. It's something that really has to be learned. You can't just learn it by just jumping into it. Nor by just watching that video. I need to play with someone who can teach me. With people who teach me, who walk me through it maybe. Or really read something in great detail. And then apply it or something like... Communication is key. Communication is key. I can't really chat with people while I'm streaming though. Sometimes it's just not a good idea to open the chat, although they say things that are helpful here and there, but... This makes things complicated. Honestly, not communicating with players is the equivalent of jumping into a raid of a higher difficulty on an MMO without actually communicating with people. Or it's a more extreme degree of when you jump into a battle royale game and you jump in a team match without communicating with the other players at all, or very minimal communication. There, it's a bit more manageable because you may still be able to do some things together, but the enemy teams that are communicating with each other are always going to have an advantage over you. But in this one, it's even more extreme because if there's no communication, and worse, you don't even know that much about how the game mode works, you're not going to get anywhere, really. Well, at least it feels like you're not really going to get anywhere. So with that in mind, I don't think we're going to do Conquest today. My approach to Smite is going to change. I still want to give it a try. I may give a try to League of Legends. But I might not do these things on the stream anymore until I feel like I've learned it to an extent. Or perhaps I can have a collab with people who teach me the ropes. Or we're all learning together. But we are communicating. And at least there's somebody who's better at learning these things than me. A lot of this just really goes over my head. This is a completely new type of game for me. I think it's partly because of that. I say that I can be really, really stupid, or at least it feels like I'm really stupid sometimes, such a slow learner. But then when it's also a new game entirely, never played MOBAs in my life. Smite's my first MOBA ever. How many hours do I have in Smite so far? Hours are not the best measure, but it's been 6.1 hours. We exceeded the 6-hour mark today on Smite. Not that much really. Feels like it's been longer than that, but no. Because I've also played a few games here and there off the stream, but it's barely been anything. So we are not gonna do Conquest. However, I do want to play a little bit before ending the stream today. Don't want to end it just on that note, so... Let me pick somebody else. Use God cards? What is this? Ah, the God cards to select them. Makes them look nicer, like that. I like it. Let's see. Yeah, Roll's Guardian. I want to see what it's like to have a Guardian to just tank out the damage. You probably require more skill for that, but yes. Cerberus. Cerberus' snake tail spits venom that passes through and damages enemies. If Cerberus dog's heads are alerted, they then also spit venom when the ability is fired. Each head is alerted upon hitting an enemy with a basic attack, and all are alerted after ghastly breath. Each projectile that hits the same target deals 20% less damage, but hitting an enemy with all force stuns them. Anytime an enemy guy within 40 units of Cerberus is healed, that healing is reduced by 30% and Cerberus receives 50% of the heal. Cerberus reduces all types of healing and steals from all types except HP 5. The amount stolen is based off the heal's base effect and does not include any increase or reduction applied. Ghastly Breath. Each of Cerberus' 3 heads release a cone of noxious breath in front of them. Natural enemies range 7 times over. Reduce the damage to 3 times. Enemies in the center of his breath are also slowed up to 3 times. This attack immediately pulls out 3 of Cerberus' heads on level paralyzing spit. So you might want to do this before you do this one. Cerberus leaps a short distance forward, dealing damage on impact and severing the souls of enemies. These souls will not block Cerberus' attacks, and killing the souls heals Cerberus. Stygian Torment. Cerberus' haunting wail summons below him the souls of the damned, which then knock up all enemy guys into the air while stretching the link between their bodies and souls, damaging them. This knock-up can be cleansed. A short time later, Cerberus uses this link to pull the enemies to him. Alright. I need to see this one, though. Let me see.
Cerberus's ultimate is Stygian Torment. All 3 of Cerberus's heads begin to howl, forcing souls into the ground around him in a circle. After a short duration, all enemies in range take damage and are knocked in front of him.
Right. It goes into also like more advanced strategies that are beyond me. Those things I understand take me time, but there's some other stuff that is more basic to MOBAs and to Smite that it's unfortunately not something I'm able to learn by just playing. That's the thing I have been talking about, right? So it's why I'm going to change the approach to Smite. I was hoping to have it be a frequent thing as I'm learning it. I have been able to play all the games and learn them during the stream like this. But I don't think I ever did play something that was completely new to me like this, like a MOBA is. That being said though, yeah. I was thinking maybe it could be here next week. I was sort of considering it. So we still have one more stream tomorrow, but we can begin talking about what next week is going to look like. So I'm thinking of something interesting for next week. Well, some interesting things are going to happen because of some special dates, but it's either going to be Thursday to Sunday again, or it's going to be Friday to Sunday, but it may actually be 4 streams in those 3 days. See, something I want to do maybe, still maybe, in the future for Final Fantasy Friday is to have 2 Final Fantasy games, one on YouTube that's a single player experience, so it can also be like a whole playthrough archive there on YouTube, and the other is FF14, or if we go back to 11, FF11, here on Twitch. Now, one half of the day would have the single player Final Fantasy, the other half of the day would have the multiplayer Final Fantasy. With that being said, I still don't have... I want to start from the first Final Fantasy, so I actually want to purchase the Pixel Remastered Collection. I probably would have bought it had it been on sale in the recent spring sale from Steam. But, let's see. Let's see what Cerberus is like. And this is a Guardian. Cupid is with us, Hades is with us, that's a lot of death. With some love sprinkled in, though. Oh, look at all the skins! Wait! Wait a minute, why do I have... Wait.
This time, I'll seek and you hide.
Wait a minute, why are they all... Why are they all available? Am I seeing things right? All the skins are available for me. What the heck? I saw some things going on here in the upper left. What was that? Oh my god, dude, what is happening? Invader Sim is over there. Yo, what's going on? Why is everything unlocked? I think everything is unlocked for everyone. I'm seeing Master Splinter, I think. Invader Sim, Ang. Another character I don't recognize there. Well, I don't know what did it. Maybe a teammate used a booster or something. Activated by teammate 3. Oh, somebody activated the boost for everyone. Yo, thank you. Thank you so much to whoever did that. Of course, I'm gonna use the most whimsical of the skins, if you will. Dynamite, let's go. Invader Sim Cupid, that's what I'm talking about. Splinter, Hachiman, Doombot, Hades. Against Bellona, Needs, Zeus, Janus, and Kukulkan. Dude, Avatar, Merlin. Tanoshimi dana, this is fun. But this time, yeah, I did figure out what it was. Somebody used a boost. Thank you so much.
We can go play with the pterodactyls today. Come on.
Ah, so cute, so cute, so cute. It's so cute. See, it's also fun like this. Why I want to learn the game. No, seriously, I want to take the time to learn the game. Though that may involve a lot of off-stream work. I'll see what I can do. I mean, look at this group of people. Look at this team. Oh my god, here comes Invader Sim jumping around. It's so fun. And I'm such a cute big dinosaur. That's Cerberus. We're gonna spit acid like this. Doesn't quite look like acid. It does make even the attacks look more cutesy. And I think the attacks are ranged too. Look at Avatar Aang wearing without a shirt. Shirtless. Probably for some sort of training. He wore that for like some arcs doing different kind of training. I don't remember what element he was training in at that time, but yeah. I'm supposed to be a tank, right? Surely I can take a lot of damage here. Yeah, I need to move though. I need to go back to base and regenerate a little bit and also buy some stuff. You know what I need to do? I need to create a new mouse profile for my mouse. The mouse I have actually has additional buttons in it that are like... it's a gamer mouse with additional buttons. Not that many though. It's not one of those crazy ones with like a dozen different ones next to it. Though I'm curious about those as well. Might get one of those in the future, but... the one I have has... let me see. I think 5 additional buttons that I have set to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. And I put them to use when I play an MMORPG. When you see me play FF14, you might notice. And Fortnite too, for that matter. At least to an extent. Oh, that's Portuguese. I recognize this one. That's definitely Portuguese. But, what was I gonna say? When I play MMOs, you may notice I'm not clicking, and yet I'm able to use the skill very fast. That's because I have them set to my mouse. Let me move away a little bit. We don't want to go too deep into them. Too deep into them. I was able to get Zeus, but couldn't quite get everyone there. That wasn't quite efficient. Achievement unlocked, Soul Expulsion, Stygian Tournament. Let's go. With the skin I'm wearing though, this doesn't look very tormentous? Is that a word? This is so much fun, man. This is so much fun. How much money would it take to get every skin for every possible god? I know there's something that... whoa. What did they do to me there? I know there's something that allows you to get all the gods. Though I don't know how much that is, and I don't know if there's something like that for skins. Probably not. Nice kill, nice kill. Something or somebody pushed me forward there. I don't know if they did it intentionally, but it helped me. Because I was able to get to that enemy. Zeus killed me though. Master Splinters over there. We gotta take care of those minions too. That's not good. They're pushing. They're pushing us back. They're putting the pressure on us. Gotta push back.タイムリミットまで諦めない世相さ怖さ知らずさ限界バトルが飛ばして燃え尽きだ最高じゃない世界中がこの時代がさお前とライドオン諦めないトラップの壁 Oh, look at that! That's gotta be from the Invader Sim skin. The skins don't just change the appearance of the god, it's also the abilities that get affected. You love to see it! I certainly do. Oh my god, seriously, it's so much fun, it's so much fun. Zeus is on a killing spree though. Triple kill. Or well, third kill. Triple kill would mean more like 3 at the same time or very close to each other. I think in this case, killing spree means something a bit different than that. Almost got them. Almost got them. I think I was able to do some good damage on Bellona there. Push them back. Let's push them back. Don't allow them to gain too much on us. I'm shaking off my rust. We've been live for over 2 hours now. 2.5 hours, but... even now, all this time I've been shaking off the rust as well. I'm getting used to the gameplay again. Like right-clicking to cancel skills, I really wasn't doing that. Something I sort of... it's a skill I sort of lost. Don't quite do it now. That Bellona's gonna kill me though. I was just about to get out of there and into safety. Okay. But this skin is so much fun. Thank you so much to the teammate that did this for us. If it's not too expensive, I like to keep purchasing those boosts for everyone. We gotta get that Minotaur though. Can the ultimate affect the Minotaur? Let's use it anyway and see what happens. I see Merlin's skill used there, very nice, with the fire. Go into the fire, Minotaur. Into the fire. Ba, 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 bam, ba, bam. Into the fire. I'm falling again. Wait. When I say I'm falling into the fire, that's not what I meant. No. I did my duty though. The important thing was to take down that Minotaur. You gotta take one for the team sometimes. That's how it's gotta be. Double elimination. Sometimes they say elimination instead of kill. But that's a better way to translate it sometimes into Spanish and Portuguese. Now, I don't know Portuguese, but I'm able to recognize some things here and there because I know Spanish and it's very similar. Sometimes it happens with French, but Portuguese is closer still to Spanish. Come on. Keep the pressure on them. Sometimes I'm tempted to teleport to where they are, but probably shouldn't get into the fray like that. I do have some range after all. Shouldn't overdo it there. Though I think with my ultimate, maybe a good idea to do that because they need to be within range for me to be able to use my ultimate like that. Let's keep trying to get away though. They're probably gonna kill me, but I gotta try. The respawn timer is not that long, thankfully. An enemy get killed. Friendly siege minions spawned. Enemy siege minions spawned as well. Here come the Minotaurs. Minotaur City, let's go. Yeah, we gotta get them. Oh shoot, gotta avoid those portals. They really throw me off there. Gonna do my best to escort here. And also destroy their Minotaur. Not sure if I should focus on escorting. No, never mind. Let's get out of here. We gotta take care of their Minotaur, but I'm gonna try to get back to safety. Oh, that's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. It did happen. That was close.
Mom wants me to take this with me at all times.
Okay, I think I can teleport with this. Yeah, we gotta move forward. Where are you going? I'm having so much fun with the game from the skins alone though. And well, because I know better what I'm doing here than in the other game modes. At least for now, at least for now. But we are losing, but I'm having so much fun. I think we are overall gonna lose, but I don't care. How can you do this to this cute dinosaur here? Well, we couldn't prevent all minions from crossing over, but we prevented a few. Look at all those minions flying though. Let's get out of dodge. Jump, jump. Nice achievement unlocked there. Yeah, on my learning arc for Smite, we can call it that. I might even go all the way to really learning about purchasing and learning how to do all that. But I think I am tanky though. I probably would be dying way faster than I am if I weren't a tanky god. Yeah, that skill is nice to take care of some minions like that. Triple kill, eh? Let's take care of this Nurse Neat as much as we can. I need to do that teleport better than that. I'm not really doing it right, am I? I gotta get out of here. Yeah, actually, I can't take that teleport that much far. Further. Man, we're getting our tickets drained. They're just killing ally after ally. Come over here. Come over here. I know where you want to go. Yes, that was a nice use of my ultimate there. Hopefully it helped. Let's kill that Bellona! Yes! Well done, Hades. Death Robo Hades. It's also gotta be fun for the enemy team. Facing an enemy team that looks like we do. Let's step back a little bit. That was a nice kill against that Neath. I think I did a lot of good damage there. And then Hades finished it. I thought I got the kill, but that's okay. What matters is that we get those kills and we drain those tickets from them. We're still on the losing side though. Not doing that well. Not doing that well. Enemy siege minion. That's not good. They have been able to get a lot of kills on us. I hear the Invader Sim voices and sound effects too, by the way. They're great to hear. I don't remember all the voices, but what's the name of that character? Gare? I think one of those voices is also Gare, or I might just be Invader Sim. I'm not sure. Their voices were kinda similar, actually, from what I recall. I think we really assisted that Merlin kill well over there. Friendly siege minion. Let me get back to base. I actually need to heal. I should probably try to escort this Minotaur, actually. Maybe I should have healed, but yeah. I'll try to escort the Minotaur. Take one for the team if that's what it takes. Maybe I should have used that skill there. I should have saved it because here come the enemies. And man, are they coming. Ugh. As long as the Minotaur gets through! No! Yeah, all of them were together. Another reason why I should have saved that. That's alright though, that's alright. That's like a 50-point difference. Nah, 60-point difference now. It's kinda close, but not close enough. We haven't been able to, oh jeez. To meet the difference there. Because I have been holding out hope that we can turn the game around, but not looking like it. Oh man, that teleport was awful! No! Well, I need to recover. I need to recover now. Let's purchase some... Yeah, I need to get like a custom profile for the mouse to have the I key be on one of the buttons, so I can access it faster. The I key is what opens the item store after all. Okay, that is not the way I wanted to do that, but I tried. Yes, I think I helped a kill there. Wow. I survived for a little bit before that Janus got on me. They've been able to just... Well, that skill that they just used on Splinter, man, it's been throwing people off so much. I don't know if the skill is just that powerful or they're just able to use it that effectively. Maybe I'll try out Janus and see how it feels to use that skill. I think it was Janus who used that. It may have been another god. Oh, shoot. I just wasted my skill there. Well, not entirely wasted. It has a nice buff that comes into play later. But yeah, I ended up using it on a teammate instead. Not the best idea. There's no friendly fire, but the point is that it was wasted. Woo! That's the end of it. It was kind of close though. They were at 70. We had another one like that in which we won, in which we were at like around that number, but we still won. So that works out for me. Because it was so much fun with those skins. Oh, so nice of that teammate. Thank you so much to that person who used the boost so we can use every single skin. They just all unlock at once. At once. So that's great. Let's get out of here. And with that, we can end the stream. You received a commendation for excellent teamwork. Well, thank you. Teamwork, 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 teamwork. Everybody's gonna get a commendation. We all tried our best, we have no regrets. What is going on here though? I think that's supposed to be Cerberus slaying someone, but with the dinosaur... Comes across as cute, but also a bit disturbing. That poor ogre or what, or Cyclops or whatever it is. Jeez. No, that was a close match. I think there was some great skill on the enemy team, but it didn't feel like a huge difference like the others right there. Since the game music stops, let me play some music again while we're away from the game screen now. Not the best game record to end it with. Not that many games, partly because games can take a while. I mean, to be fair, it's the same in Master Duel. But in Master Duel, you can sometimes have short duels. Unlike in Smite, you can. It's not quite the case. But well, yeah. I hope the scuff was okay. Scuff with the internet and scuff with the game itself. 211,853 drop frames. Ugh. Been a while since I've seen those high numbers for that. I hope the delay was not too bad, Mina. And well, if you're at least for the VOD, it should be okay. I don't know, I might eat my words saying that I prefer to have a slideshow of a stream than to have a huge delay like that. No, rather what I want is for them, either on the Twitch side or the YouTube side, when I stream on YouTube like tomorrow, or on the streaming software side, to have some way to just be able to skip over the last few minutes so that the stream re-catches up, if you will, to what's actually happening right now, so that we don't end up with a 20-minute delay on the most extreme of cases or something. I once had that happen. I once ended up with like a 10-minute delay, I think. Though I think the issues were not entirely on the internet. But anyway, I digress. So, for the last stream of tomorrow, where is my schedule? Here we are. Yes. So tomorrow we'll have the Japanese learning stream. Gonna be a way more chill experience than what we had right here. I'll try to do as much as I can on Renshu. Don't know how long the stream is gonna be. 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe even shorter than that. We shall see. It's been a while since I've been on Renshu. I am supposed to continue studying this off the stream, but I haven't been doing that. So the streams also allow me to continue learning it like this, and that's what really helps right there. So I hope to see you there for that, for YouTube. And as for next week, I was talking a little bit about that earlier. I know for Sunday of next week, April 2nd, which will be April 3rd in Japan, we're gonna do something for Kamen Rider. Partly it's gonna be karaoke, but I wanted to do something else as well. I don't know what. Maybe just talking about Rider in general, a history lesson about it perhaps. By that time, I should have released at least one video related to Rider. And well, the 39 Kamen Rider challenge will start immediately after that. The next day, I'll post something somewhere for the first day of the challenge, which will be for Kamen Rider Ichigo. There, since it's the anniversary as well. And then for 39 days straight, we'll go through each of the main riders, all the way until the recent one, Gitsu. Now before that, it's also April 1st. Nothing special happens on April 1st, so nothing special is gonna happen on the stream whatsoever. I will stream, but we will do nothing special whatsoever, nothing special at all. Don't assume there's gonna be anything special. Don't watch the stream. Nothing, absolutely nothing is gonna happen. Nothing. Anyway, before that, it's gonna be Friday, March 31st, or is it 30th? March 31st. So, yeah, on that Friday, what should we do? It's Final Fantasy Friday. Probably gonna continue with the Manderville stuff. And what else? I was thinking I might, so the other stream, is anything goes, I might have Master Duel, and if I do, it's either gonna be on Thursday, or it's gonna be on Friday also, but on the other half of the day, which is probably the first half of the day, so that would be a very early start stream, at least when it comes to like Eastern and Central Time, and so, but yeah, it would be interesting to do that. I like to see how it feels for me to have the streams like that. It's something that may happen in the future for other reasons. It's happened before when I had the D&D sessions. I was there on one half of the day on Saturday. We talked about that with Vermilion, Gaia, and company, playing D&D. I wasn't streaming it from my side, but it was a D&D session of several hours and streamed on the channel of the DM and some other people's channels sometimes. And then on the other half, I would have my own stream on my own channel. I'm reminded of some old times in which here and there I would also have on Thursdays, back when I streamed in the Lotra stream, one half of the day I would stream on the Lotra stream and the other half back on my own channel, sometimes AQ3D, so we would get rated by Artist Entertainment, so direct connections with Standing Stone Games and Artist Entertainment. Those were great times. I hope to return to something like that soon. But yeah, I was thinking maybe Smite could have been there for next week, but it's gonna take me a bit longer to learn that, so I don't think we're gonna do that. If I can figure out Fortnite, we may even do that. Now that, I gotta shake off Ross for that one too, but I know better what I'm doing than I do in Smite at the very least. So yeah, that's worth mentioning right there. So we still have one stream for tomorrow, but yeah, Final Fantasy Friday. Nothing happening on April 1st, and then April 2nd a Kamen Rider stream, and then one more stream either on Friday again or on Thursday. That's the only one that is undecided. Any suggestions are welcome. We could do Terraria again, but honestly, I want to do something else. I kind of want to do something else. We could do another Terraria Thursday though, but I'll see how I'm feeling about that. I want to do something else. I would do... See, here's the other thing. The other thing I'm thinking of doing, if we do those Final Fantasy Fridays, this doesn't keep the alliteration, but I want to play Octopath Traveler 2, which still needs to be purchased as well, but I want to play that. And play that on one half of the Friday. I mean, it's by Square Enix as well, so it kind of checks out, but then the other half is Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm not sure about that. I definitely have to play Octopath Traveler 2. I played the first one and I loved the hell out of it. It was, oh my god, so good, so good. So I'm hoping to play the second one. Like, if you make me talk about my favorite games of all time, Octopath Traveler is up there. So many buttons that it pushes just right. So many things to praise about it. Things that everybody praises, but then things that are also unique to my own likes, to my own things I love about life, experiences that I want to have in life, so to speak. Anyway, as I said, there's no raid today. We'll end it like this. So thank you so much for watching me absolutely suck at Smite. Though I am hoping to get better at the game, I want to give it more of a chance because I see something really good in there. Just it's something that is not as easy to learn as the others. But hey, thank you for watching today on this SMITE Saturday. みんな、お疲れ様でした。